Representing Brick City,
finding those levels too. Look at that 4-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. Right hand to Shakur. Meeting him with straight left hand.
Oh, there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother, Just Due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, with Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link. Word 'em up.
What's good? What's good, man? Salute to the family. We back with another week of building on this boxing and giving it its just due how we always do. Y'all already know, man. Double tap that screen, man. Hit that like button. Sub to the channel if you new. We like 20-something subs away from 11K. Shout out to everybody rocking out with me. We're going to keep building. Y'all know how we do. We're going to do some reacting today, man. we got one of the Exodus Files videos up today, man. We got to react to it in real time. And we damn sure got to talk about Mama, what y'all call her, Mama Holyfield, TT, Auntie Skull. Yeah, we got to talk about them and how his son posted his 3 mosquito bites. You know what I mean? He got bit by some damn mosquitoes. And he done pulled out a fight, man. We're going to talk about it. We're going to have some fun. Y'all already know how we do, man. Been a little playful mood, so hey, we're going to have some fun with this. Let me say what's up to the fam. I already know, man. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Support the grind. We building, y'all. Yerski said, I'm ready. What's good, family? Emmanuel, my dog. What's good? DP in the building. What's good, family? JP, what it do? Cal Cooler, blessings, family. Let's hit 11K today. I bet you we could do it today. We guarantee you we could do it today. Shout out to my brother Mike Kirkland, man. Always good to see you. Samuel in the building, my dog. Kid, I do a phone now. Oh man, we're gonna talk about it all. You know, we're gonna have some fun. Shout out to Andrew Gray, My dog, 3 years of boxing talk. You know you've been rocking with me the whole way. Day one, I truly appreciate it. Big shout out to Mike Kirkland, man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Much love, bro. Always support something for the grind. Big support over here. Shout out to Poi. What it do? How y'all feeling, man? We gonna have some fun with this, man. We got them damn Schofield people back, y'all. Them Schofield people back on the scene. They back on the scene. They doing interviews. Man, this last one is funny, man. We're gonna have some fun with this. But before I get to that, I gotta get to this Exodus Files joint, y'all. Y'all know I be reacting in real time to these Exodus File videos when I see them. It's all love, man. Everybody create their content how they do it. You know, I just react to these things in real time. I don't know who's the actual creator behind these videos, but they spend an exceptional amount of time taking credit from these fighters and disrespecting the sport. I don't know why that's why that's everybody's way of talking boxing, to just be toxic. Let me tear down Terrence Crawford because he really ain't that great. Yeah, what he did against Canelo. Let me spend 40 minutes telling you how he really wasn't that special and how, you know, he just fooled all y'all and how he don't ever want to fight nobody. Like, it goes on and on. We tired of it over here. We got our own thing. We get boxing as just do, and we do this shit unapologetically, and we have fun doing it. We don't care who get mad. We don't give a damn. But we do no tearing down, no boxing slander, no none of that. But we're going to get into this. I ain't even going to keep y'all long with it. We're going to get into it. Undercard boxing was good, homie. How you feeling? Shout out to Stretched Out Boxing, man. My guy. But this is real, man. 3 years, man. 36 months, man. That's real, man. Shout out to my shit, man. Y'all get like Mike and get y'all membership, man. Yeah, you get me? You get me? Get like Mike and get it. There's voices that the AI. I don't know. I think they be using AI voices. Like, this is my thing. Anything that I put my voice on, like, I stand behind, right? They don't stand behind the stuff that they say because you don't know where it's coming from. Like, it's no face behind it and none of that. Just somebody talking crazy, right? So, you know, we gonna get boxing as just doing. We gonna use their video to do it. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. Big shout out to my brother, Big Dog Willie, man. You got that avatar funny. It says Schofield scene was capping his ass off in the interview. Oh, we gonna review it, Big Dog. You know we gonna get to it. Shout out to
and we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, we gonna get to it. But yeah, they did this Exodus Files thing, and they called it the Puppet Show. Canelo versus Crawford, the Puppet Show. They had Andre Ward, they had Max Kellerman, and they had Showbiz the Adult looking like puppets in the thumbnail. It looked crazy. They disrespectful, man. They gotta put some respect on SOG, man. He an asset to the boxing community. Y'all tripping. SOG ain't no damn puppet. Now, I ain't about to vouch for Max. He on his own, but SOG is for the people, bro. We had more people like SOG in the sport, man, it'd be better off. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sport be better off, G. But we gonna get to this, y'all. We gonna get to this puppet show. Look, shout out to the Exodus Files, man. Y'all go check them out. They might make content that y'all might like, you know. Maybe somebody might like it, might rock with their perspectives or whatever. But over here, we just gonna react to the most recent video concerning the biggest fight that, you know, of the year, and Bud Crawford and Canelo.
Terrence Crawford is one of the greatest boxers I have ever seen, and I'll stand on it.
Terrence Crawford just beat Canelo Alvarez decisively to become the new.
I think Bud Crawford is the Michael Jordan of boxing. I don't think Bud human like.
Just flawless. I mean, Terrence Crawford.
Terrence Bud Crawford is on my Mount Rushmore best boxers of all time.
great fight. And they get that and I feel great. The rest of the field is Terrence Crawford and Shakur Stevenson. Man, I knew it. I knew it already.
He dominated. I'm going to be nice, and I'm going to give Canelo 2 rounds. 2 rounds. Dominate!
Them voices got really, really quiet like they typically do when they get proven wrong. And they either try to jump on the wagon or they get very, very quiet and they start to retreat back to wherever they came from.
That's a fact. Fact, Ward. So far, so good. I mean, it's people giving Terrence Crawford his just due. Y'all know I'm a fan of that, so I'm all for it. Jalo said, don't watch this. Now, we're going to watch this. We're going to react to it because, again, I watch stuff like this with an open mind. We're going to enjoy it, and we're going to keep it pushing. Shout out to Lane. What's good, man? Y'all hit the like button, sub to the channel. And don't be freeloading. Hit that bad like. Let's see what they got.
The definition of a puppet. A puppet is an object that is typically controlled by strings or manipulated by a hand inside of it. The purpose of a puppet is only to serve the puppet master. A puppet does not have a spine. It does not require one.
The puppets. The puppets are calling for you. The puppets are calling.
Did you see what Terrence Bud Crawford did to Canelo Alvarez on September the 13th? I mean, he dominated Canelo. He dismantled him. He beat him for all 12 rounds. It was the most impressive thing I've ever seen because Canelo was way bigger than Terrence Crawford. Canelo was huge, and Crawford still destroyed him. The judges were against Crawford. The announcers were against Crawford. The size was against Crawford. And he still overcame all of the odds and destroyed Canelo Alvarez.
I gotta give it to him. The sarcasm is funny. I hope y'all get out of this what I get out of this. That's why I'm watching this with y'all, bro. These people be mad as hell when somebody do something great. We gotta find a way to tear it down. We can't just let it be great.
Terrence Crawford is one of the greatest boxers I have ever seen. And I'll stand on it.
What I witnessed last night was the greatest win I've ever seen.
That boy Bud, Terrence Crawford dominates Canelo Alvarez. Oh, the truth is that Terrence Crawford is the greatest fighter of all time. He's greater than Roy Jones Jr. He's greater than Manny Pacquiao, greater than Oscar De La Hoya, greater than Sugar Ray Leonard. He's greater than Floyd Mayweather. Terrence.
He going nuts. So basically what I'm getting so far is that they pissed off that people was praising Bud after this.
Crawford, he destroyed the bigger man. Now that's boxing. That's what I want to see. That's boxing.
Yo, this shit is funny. This shit low-key funny, but it got some undertones. I'm gonna try not to kill him. I'm trying to let it rock through, y'all. I'll stop it periodically, but I'm gonna try.
Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford. After watching the boxing match between these two fighters, you were told over and over again that Terrence Crawford dominated Canelo Alvarez. You were also told multiple times that Canelo Alvarez was bigger than Terrence Crawford. But is any of this accurate or true? Did Terrence Crawford really dominate Canelo Alvarez? Did Terrence Crawford even defeat Canelo Alvarez? Is Canelo Alvarez really bigger than Terrence Crawford? Can you trust anything you were told by the tidal wave of people that have been repeating these narratives since September the 13th? Let's find out if you can. Let's find out who's the bigger man.
Took their time with this one.
You finally got to see how big Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford were standing in front of each other on fight night. In the first round of the fight, you had one of the lead commentators named Andre Ward tell millions of viewers that Canelo Alvarez looked bigger than Terrence Crawford in the ring. But before we take you to the ring to see for yourself, we want to show you something interesting.
Mind you, Andre Ward is a Hall of Fame fighter, period. Like he wasn't selling no BS. The whole world was saying the reason, not the whole world, but everybody that had Terrence Crawford losing, one of the #1 reasons was because of weight classes. They kept saying you got weight classes for a reason, and he was going to find out. So it wasn't just Andre Ward, it was the entire world. But let's continue. BVO was good. Flossie, my bro.
It was a miraculous story. The story was that Terrence Crawford moved up multiple weight classes to fight the much bigger man, Canelo Alvarez, touting Terrence Crawford as the courageous warrior that was defying the odds to challenge an opponent that had a major size advantage. But what is a size advantage? How do you define it? What does it all mean? In this film, size will be determined by a 3-point criteria: height, reach, and mass. Let's look at a few examples of clear size advantages from the archives of boxing history. This is when Roy Jones Jr. moved up to heavyweight to fight John Ruiz. On the night of the fight, Ruiz had a 3-inch height advantage, a 6-inch reach advantage, and a 25-pound weight advantage. Extraordinary credit to Roy Jones for challenging himself in taking this fight versus a much bigger John Ruiz. Ruiz is clearly the bigger man. This is when Canelo Alvarez moved up to light heavyweight to fight the undefeated Dimitri Bivol. On the night of the fight, Bivol had a 5-inch height advantage, a 2-inch reach advantage, and he is clearly the bigger man. Extraordinary.
Facts, Mike. Hence why he started at lightweight and Canelo started at like 140. That tells you right then and there. Yeah, man, if you in the building and you new, sub to the channel. Let's head
back. Credit to Canelo Alvarez for challenging himself in taking this fight versus Dimitri Bivol. Bivol is clearly the bigger man. This is when Floyd Mayweather moved up in weight from 130 pounds to fight the undefeated Diego Corrales in his prime. On the night of the fight, Corrales had a 1-inch reach advantage, a 5-inch height advantage, and a double-digit weight advantage.
Here at Miguel Diaz saying, we're going to stop the fight if you don't start throwing some punches.
Extraordinary credit to Floyd Mayweather for challenging himself in taking this fight versus Diego Corrales. Corrales is clearly the bigger man. This is when Vasily Lomachenko fought Devin Haney. On the night of the fight, Haney had a 2-inch height advantage and a 5-inch reach advantage and a serious weight advantage. Yet, he still got beat like a piñata by the much smaller man.
Oh, good shot. That hurt. He hurt him with that. On the inside from Lomachenko.
Not even trying to be funny, comparing Devin Haney and Bud. You're not really making your best argument doing
Extraordinary credit to Vasily Lomachenko for challenging himself in taking this fight versus Devin Haney. Haney is clearly the bigger man. This is when Terrence Crawford moved up in weight to fight Canelo Alvarez. On the night of the fight, Canelo Alvarez has a... Wait.
Yeah, you do.
Now things are backwards. It's Terrence Crawford that has a slight height advantage. It's Terrence Crawford that has a 5-inch reach advantage. And it's Terrence Crawford that actually appears to be the bigger man. We want to draw your attention to a critical detail. This is when Floyd Mayweather fought Canelo Alvarez. Look closely at Mayweather's arms and legs. In comparison, look closely at Canelo Alvarez's arms and legs. Canelo's arms, legs, and shoulders appear to be double the size as Mayweather's, indicating that Canelo is significantly heavier than Floyd Mayweather. This is supported by fact because Canelo Alvarez outweighed Floyd Mayweather by 15 pounds on the night of the fight, and you can see that Canelo is clearly the heavier man. Now, draw your attention to Terrence Crawford. Look closely at Terrence Crawford's arms and legs. Now, look closely at Canelo Alvarez's arms and legs. Crawford's arms and legs are not smaller than Canelo's arms and legs. In fact, Crawford's arms and legs may be a bit bigger, so Crawford has a slight height advantage, a 5-inch reach advantage, and by all fair observation, has a
I ain't gonna lie, I can't tell nobody weight just by staring at them, bro. I don't give a damn how long you stare at somebody's arms and legs, bro. You can't guess their weight. Yo, this shit is hilarious.
Appeared to be the bigger man from the first time he stepped in the ring to challenge Canelo Alvarez all the way to the night of the fight. So now, based on the same 3-point criteria of height, reach, and mass, Terrence Crawford, by all fair measurement and all reasonable observation, is clearly the bigger man. But yet, in the first round of their fight at Allegiant Stadium, one of the lead commentators, Andre Ward, says that Canelo looks bigger than Terrence Crawford.
Canelo looks slightly bigger than Terrence.
But who is Andre Ward?
A Hall of Famer. Before you start with any slander, I don't know what he about to say, but who is Andre Ward? If you don't know who Andre Ward is, you probably live up under a rock and you don't watch boxing. You haven't watched boxing. You haven't been a diehard fan, because I mean, you gotta know who SOG is. You know what I mean? But real quick, I get the point that he's making, because I'm always open to information, and I can't say like he not. I get where he's trying to go with it, but it was Canelo who kept saying that it's different up here. It's going to be different. Remember, he said it's going to be different for Crawford. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be different. They have weight classes for a reason. Why would he be saying that? So it's like this argument goes out the window because of what the fighter himself was pushing, the guy that actually fought him. So
Andre Ward is a retired professional boxer that converted to a boxing analyst and a podcaster after his career retirement. He's also someone that partnered with the same suspicious individual that Terrence Crawford is partnered with, Victor Conte, who was one of the most notorious drug cheats in the history of all professional sports.
I knew this shit wasn't going to end without Victor Conte being
By many, he is considered to be an intelligent man that mastered the art of making performance enhancement drugs undetectable. In the Balco scandal, it was discovered that Victor Conte distributed hardcore performance enhancement drugs to over 25 professional athletes spanning multiple sports, including football, baseball, track, and more. Conte was also known to distribute PEDs into boxing. The strange thing is that when Andre Ward partnered with Conte, Ward wanted to keep this collaboration a secret. Who is Andre Ward? Andre Ward is also a person that has been severely critical of Canelo Alvarez in boxing. Who is Andre Ward? Andre Ward is also a great friend of Terrence Crawford. So this is the man that's on the commentary team of supposedly the biggest fight of 2025. A man that is completely biased towards Terrence Bud Crawford. And this is the man that is trying to set a narrative that is beneficial to his longtime friend by telling millions of Netflix viewers that Canelo Alvarez looks bigger than Terrence Crawford, even though this is simply not true. This is severely unprofessional. He is painting a false narrative to Netflix viewers in live action. Canelo is not the bigger man. In fact, if you're judging size.
So is Canelo lying? Is Canelo lying when he was basically the reason what he was describing why he wouldn't win is because he's a smaller guy. So we're going to forget and act like Canelo didn't acknowledge that he himself felt like Terrence Crawford was smaller than him. We're going to ignore that because somebody could paint their own narrative and make it sound good. The entire boxing world, coaches and everything, bro. You think I'm going to listen to a guy that won't even put his name behind his voice? And y'all all like, facts, he's speaking true. It ain't no true. This is his perspective. The same way it was Andre Ward's. It's more people that felt the same way Andre Ward felt than the guy that's speaking right now. You can't make this shit up. He told you to stare at somebody's legs and arms in a picture and that's going to tell you who the bigger man is. You can't make this shit up, bro. Terrence Crawford is not built like Canelo, so that was a bullshit-ass argument. I was trying to let it rock because I want to let the video play out. But that's a bullshit argument. They don't even got the same kind of frame. We all know Canelo ain't the tallest, longest guy, but he's short. You get what I'm saying? He's a stocky kind of guy. Everybody knows that. You get what I'm saying? So you think I'm going to take the word of a guy that ain't boxed one round versus a damn Hall of Fame fighter versus Hall of Fame trainers, world-renowned trainers? Nah, man, I think not. No. Let's keep going.
From a 3-point criteria, height, reach, and mass, Canelo is not bigger than Crawford in any category. In our view, Andre Ward just broadcasted a clearly biased and misleading narrative to millions of Netflix viewers in order to make his good friend appear to be undersized and in order to make his good friend appear as an underdog. And we're just scratching the surface. Now, we're about to go to a deeper place. Now, it is time. Now, I want to really welcome you. Welcome to the beautiful city of Las Vegas, Nevada, where they say dreams come true. Welcome to Allegiant Stadium. Welcome to the Puppet Show. You've already seen the untrustworthy commentary of Andre Ward, and now we'll show you how the puppet show really took place. We will start off by identifying some of the most absurd puppetry that was done through the commentators. We will show you this quickly in a series of 9 acts. Then we will show you the real story of the fight between Canelo Alvarez.
Rick Ray. It's not about getting triggered, man. We familiar with the Exodus files and the kind of work they do. Nothing they saying is going to make me mad or anybody in the chat. I'm passionate about boxing, but I ain't mad at them for having their own point of view. I can't tell whoever put this together that they wrong for seeing it that way. But where I will offer some pushback is where they're trying to make it seem like Andre Ward is a guy all by himself that single-handedly was pushing some narrative that Crawford was the smaller guy, man. And in terms of boxing, one guy started at a smaller weight class, right? Naturally would tell you what? Once upon a time, he was the naturally smaller guy. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I get where he's going and the point he's trying to make, but it falls short when you trying to put your perspective up against the next man's. And you talking about a guy that's done it, a whole successful Hall of Fame career. And you telling me I'm supposed to trust the voice of an AI, a guy that hadn't boxed one single round? Get the hell out of here, man. That's what's wrong with boxing. And I mean it. It's getting to the point where fans will listen to a content creator that can't box, don't know shit about the business of boxing before they was somebody that knows better. You got people telling you a Hall of Famer, Timothy Bradley, don't know shit about boxing, like he ain't have a whole entire career with this shit. People got to make it make sense. That's why I say respect is everything, man. You think I'm going to just disregard everything Andre Ward saying? Like him and so many fighters, the guys that actually do this shit, always talking about Crawford, the smaller man. I mean, coming from the lighter weight class, like QT say, he haven't taken a punch from a bigger guy. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homie Al Booker.
Alvarez and Terrence Crawford. The acts will start off simple, but then they will increasingly.
Hey, Lane, this voice that you hear right here, is this voice that you hear in boxing? This voice right here. Not the guy in the video. No, this voice right here. Is he in boxing? Does he box? Does he box? Shut your ass
get
up.
Worse as the puppet show progresses.
Using an AI video.
Act 1.
What's his name?
In the first round, Canelo opened up.
What's his name, bro? Tell me his name.
Well, pressing forward, landing a couple of hard body shots and pressing hard shots to Crawford's guard. Crawford also lands a clean left hand upstairs on Canelo. After these things occurred, the second announcer, Max Kellerman, inaccurately says, quote, "Everything that Canelo has thrown so far, it's been blocked."
Everything Canelo's thrown so far, it's been with force, but it's been blocked.
This is severely inaccurate. This inaccurate commentary was coupled with
shit, AJ Pringo. Even Canelo said he was bigger than Bud. Even Canelo said he was bigger than Bud. Nah, I don't want to hear nothing about what you had, Canelo. I don't want to hear nothing about that. Smart guy. What's the name of the guy that you saying in boxing? What's his resume? What's his MO? What does he do in boxing? We don't want to hear about what you had, Canelo. We don't want to hear none of that weird hating shit.
Misleading conflicting narratives from Andre Ward that presented Terrence Crawford as the smaller man.
Canelo looks slightly bigger than Terrence.
This false narrative was spun multiple times during the fight.
Anybody saying Bud didn't do nothing in that fight is a complete hater. I don't want to call you an idiot. I don't want to be disrespectful. You a complete hater. The fighter himself said Crawford was too much. They asked him what was wrong. He said everything. He had too much of everything. You get me? He had too much of everything. What we talking about, man? What we talking about? Irony Boxer, what's good with it, bro?
Although you can see that Crawford is not the smaller man. Act 2. The replay after the very first round completely favored Terrence Crawford. Canelo actually controlled the ring for nearly the entire first round. Walking forward, landing multiple good body shots, Canelo's ring generalship and body work should have at least been given some recognition, especially since this is the first round of a big...
You know why this is funny? Because no matter what they said on the telecast, no matter what story they trying to create and come up with, Canelo Alvarez himself admitted to losing and saying Terrence Crawford was pretty much too much for him. He was too good. This is what he was saying. Like, how could you argue against the guy that shared the ring with him for 12 rounds, knowing that he lost? They tried to give him an out. He was like, no, we just got to accept the fact that we lost. I think it was Ellie Sekback he checked. You can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make this shit up.
Very important fight. However, the replay did not show any of the work done by Canelo. Instead, it only showed Terrence Crawford landing a left hand, and this clip was played multiple times while the announcers praised the one punch from Terrence Crawford. This is only the foundation to what you're about to see next. Important note, during any professional boxing event, especially the big fights, it is very important that the commentators are intent on highlighting the work of both fighters competing, casting an accurate description of the action for onlookers. Our position is that the factors shown in Act 1 and Act 2 set the stage for a completely biased and inaccurate story to be crafted. A story that misled onlookers to believe that Terrence Crawford dominated Canelo Alvarez. If you don't believe the narratives were misleading, it doesn't matter, because things are about to get much worse. Act 3. At around 1 minute and 38 seconds of the 5th round, Canelo Alvarez clearly slips a jab from Terrence Crawford. He ducks underneath the jab and avoids it. Instead of acknowledging the good defense from Canelo, the commentator says, quote, "Good counter jab from Crawford," as if Crawford actually landed the jab.
Good counter jab there from
Crawford completely missed the jab as Canelo ducked under it, but the commentator is praising Terrence Crawford for a jab he did not even come close to landing. Act 4. The 8th round, Andre Ward again projects the narrative that Canelo Alvarez is bigger than Terrence Crawford, which we've already shown you is patently untrue. Ward says, quote,
the way he showed you who was the bigger man was he pulled up a still shot when they was in the ring standing in front of each other. And by this alone, you were supposed to be able to tell who was the bigger man.
What you're seeing is that one fighter is bigger, not by much, but he's bigger and he's stronger.
What you see with both of these fighters is that one fighter is bigger, not by much, but he's bigger.
Let's get 50 likes.
He's stronger.
This narrative again sets Terrence Crawford in a false underdog, false smaller man position, which would persuade onlookers to sympathize with Terrence Crawford and view him as the courageous warrior.
Y'all think I'm gonna be a channel named Jusdueboxing? I'm gonna just let y'all try y'all best attempt to tearing down a great performance and a great feat and a history-making performance by Terrence Crawford? Y'all got me effed all the way up, G. Shout out to the Queen Lisa. How you feeling, Queen? Always good to see you. Y'all trick.
Act 5. Canelo Alvarez lands a heavy right hand around Terence Crawford's guard to the side of his head that clearly knocks Terence Crawford off balance. Instead of acknowledging the impact or force of the right hand, Max Kellerman decides to praise Crawford's resilience and punch resistance.
The resilience of Crawford, his punch resistance at this weight has been impressive.
Again, promoting a narrative that completely favors Crawford, especially to a casual fan or an observer that is new to boxing. Act 6. Around
this is the thing though. Andre Ward is not a casual and he's not new to boxing. And like I said, we're laying that. His ass ain't tell me what this guy do in boxing yet. He ain't here vouching for somebody he don't know. I just want to show y'all the level of ignorance that boxing fans is willing to accept when they don't like greatness. Newsflash for everybody hating, man. Terence Crawford is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. You could try to create all the narratives, all the talking points that you want. None of that shit matters. The fact of the matter is, he 42-0, and he put belt to ass in Canelo. He ran punches upside his head for 36 minutes, and all y'all did was find ways to pick and poke at one of the best performances in boxing. Before he got in the ring, it was we stupid for picking him. After he beat him up, then y'all started saying, oh, Bud ain't really do nothing. They being biased, and they wasn't calling out the shots for Canelo. We ain't trying to hear that weak ass shit. Because you know what? One thing Bud Crawford and the supporters of his knew, we knew y'all was going to come with the excuses. We knew y'all was going to come. Every time this man lose, he got excuses. We ain't trying to hear that shit.
Minute mark of the 10th round, Canelo Alvarez lands a
excuses. Y'all in here making them for him. Canelo knows he lost, but this guy is making a whole video trying to make a case that he won when the fighter that's in question knows full well he admitted that he lost the fight. How could you argue that? How could you argue that? You got to be a different kind of individual if you're willing to argue the fact that the fighter admitted to losing. You got to be halfway out your mind. You know what I mean? You get me? Hey, yo, shout out to Ponder, man. He beat Canelo face up. Spelling the narrative, so you had to counter his point. Oh, nah. Don, shut up and cry in the car. Trey Styles, is that you, Don? Hey, Don, is your nickname Trey Styles, bro? Is your nickname Trey Styles? I said what I said, G. I said what I said. I'm going to make this clear for you. I don't got to do shit but what I'm doing. He's sitting here making a case that the fighter won when the fighter himself admitted to losing. Now, what do you have to rebuttal that with? That's the whole video. I don't have to say another thing. His whole thing is that they painted a narrative saying Terence Crawford won the fight and he didn't win. It was Canelo that won the fight when Canelo knows he lost. Shut your ass up. Sit in the back, Don. You damn sure ain't no Don Julio. You know what I'm saying? Shut your
sweeping right hand that knocks Crawford off balance again. Instead of acknowledging that Crawford was knocked off balance, Kellerman calmly says, good right hand from Canelo.
Good right hand from Canelo.
And Andre Ward, not only does he ignore the right hand, he goes so far as to undermine the right hand and says, quote, Crawford's thinking, that's all you got, as if he was inside of Crawford's head himself.
Crawford said, that's all you got?
Again, crafting a narrative that completely favors Terence Crawford.
Hey, yo, all commentators do what Ward doing, bro. Like, he reaching like hell,
and diminishes Canelo's work because this response from Ward suggests that Canelo's clearly landed punch.
Real quick, hey, Doc, this the Exodus files. I react to a lot of their videos. I never take what they do personal, but it's funny to me. The same way they could take 40 minutes of their life trying to convince the boxing world that Bud Crawford didn't win after the fighter that fought Bud Crawford admitted to losing and said he was just too good. You gotta be halfway like mentally like disturbed to try to argue that. You have to be weird. How dare you argue? Never mind what Andre Ward, Max Kellerman, or nobody that you calling anybody you calling a puppet. Let's go to what Canelo said. Let's go to what Canelo said.
Was not effective. Act 7. Remember, in the 6th round, Canelo knocks Crawford off balance with a right hand, and Crawford is then praised for his resilience. Also remember, in the 10th round, Canelo clearly knocked Crawford off balance again with a sweeping right hand. and no one acknowledged that Crawford was off balance. The landed punch was even discredited by Andre Ward. So although Crawford was clearly knocked off balance more than once in the 6th and the 10th, in the very next round, the 11th round, Canelo and Crawford were trading punches on the inside. Crawford lands a good uppercut that doesn't hurt Canelo. However, Max Kellerman said,
he's literally critiquing Andre Ward for him doing the same shit himself. This guy's whoever the AI voice is, I don't respect it because you got to put a name behind it. Don't come up with no AI voice thinking I'm supposed to respect
as
this
quote, I thought I saw Canelo wobble a bit from one of those uppercuts on the inside.
I thought I saw Canelo wobble a little bit from one of those uppercuts on the inside.
So Kellerman completely ignored the fact that Crawford was knocked off balance or wobbled multiple times in previous rounds, but then he states that he believes he saw Canelo wobble from an uppercut from Crawford, even though Canelo did not wobble from the uppercut at all. This is an abhorrent job from the commentary team. We could show numerous biased acts in addition to the ones you were already seeing, but many acts were omitted due to our intentions with time. We will show you 2 more acts, then we will show you the real story of the fight. Here are the final puppet acts that we selected to display. Act 8. This is the most important act. This is extremely critical. By the 11th round, the unofficial judge, Skipper Kelp, had Crawford winning almost every single round. Skipper Kelp's unofficial scorecard had Crawford winning an essential sweep, 7 rounds to 3, and Max Kellerman states, quote, so far, throughout the fight, Skipper Kelp's card has been reflecting what we've been seeing.
So far throughout the fight, Skipper Kelp's card reflects what we've been seeing.
This quote from Kellerman suggests that Terence Crawford had completely dominated Canelo Alvarez in the fight. Not a single commentator pushed back on this narrative. So the question is, if the commentary has been so unreliable thus far with several errors and blatantly biased narratives, can you trust this unofficial score that's been presented to the viewers? Now, let's see how bad.
Trey, how old are you, man? You know better than that. You can't duck somebody that you're not in the same weight class with, man. Come on. And then, do you hear Boots calling out Terence Crawford? Boots said Terence Crawford could fight whoever he want. He ain't say I want to fight Terence Crawford next. He ain't say I'm going to 160 to fight Terence Crawford. You gotta chill, man. We know better than that. That duck talk is silly.
This really gets. The unofficial scorer, Skipper Kelp, presented a completely one-sided scorecard. But here's the most important part. Unofficial judges are periodically brought onto the live broadcast microphone to provide input on the fight. Here's an example of one of the most professional unofficial judges in boxing history, Harold Letterman. Letterman is the veteran unofficial judge that was a part of the classic HBO commentary team. Listen in as Letterman speaks on the previous round and gives credit to both Oscar De La Hoya and Fernando Vargas, casting an accurate and trustworthy description of their fight.
Harold, how do you have it scored through 9?
Okay, Jim, 5 rounds to 4, 86, 85, a very narrow 1-point margin for Oscar De La Hoya. Jim, I gotta tell you something, Fernando Vargas, when he moves his hands like he did in round 9, certainly he's going to win these rounds. But like you called it, round 6, 7, and 8, easy for Oscar De La Hoya. Runs beautifully.
Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Okay, Jim, 3 rounds each, 57-57. I got it all even. I gave all the even rounds 2, 4, and 6 to Oscar De La Hoya. All the odd rounds 1, 3, and 5 to ferocious Fernando Vargas, who landed more power shots in those rounds. So it's the smooth boxing of Oscar De La Hoya in the rounds that he won. The effective aggressiveness and harder, cleaner shots of Vargas in the rounds that he won.
Skipper Kelp spoke live several times during the fight between Canelo Alvarez.
He just tried to use somebody credible to help make his point. I understand what he's doing using the Harold Letterman, but like I said before, anybody that's a reasonable, level-headed thinker, at the end of the day, what this guy in the video was doing is making a case that the commentary was biased and, they were against Canelo and it really didn't go the way they called the fight. Canelo did more. Then he basically making a case that Canelo actually won the fight. But Canelo himself admitted to losing the fight. And I'm going to pull the clip up when I'm done with this. So y'all can argue with Canelo. Don't argue with me. Argue with Canelo. Y'all in here trying to make a case. He's speaking facts. It's not facts. It's his opinion. We got to stop calling people opinions facts, bro. This is his perspective of what he's seeing and how he's seeing. Nothing he's saying is facts. Most of this shit he's saying is not facts. Didn't he just say Floyd moved up to fight Castillo? Didn't my guy Ann McQueen tell y'all that wasn't a fact? Everything he's saying is not a fact. Y'all just simple-minded. Y'all believe anything.
Y'all and Terence Crawford, and he did not say one positive thing about Canelo Alvarez's work throughout the entire 12-round fight. This is highly uncommon. Listen to this compilation of Skipper Kelp's color commentary on the fight.
Skipper Kelp, talk to us. Right now, Crawford's just doing a better job of managing the distance of the fight. He's where he wants to be right now.
Point.
Skipper Kelp, what are you saying?
Downloaded the data he's been looking for. He looks very comfortable inside right now.
Skipper Kelp, go ahead.
I just think that Crawford is answering the bell. Whenever Canelo does something, Crawford one-ups him.
As you've witnessed, Skipper Kelp only praised Terence Crawford, and here is what makes it all even worse. Skipper was brought on to speak live right after a round that Canelo Alvarez clearly won, which was the 10th round. And instead of summarizing any of the good work that Canelo
if you want. I ain't blocked nobody yet. You can get next.
Alvarez did in one of his best rounds, Skipper Kelp diminishes Canelo and praises Terence Crawford by saying, quote, Crawford is answering the bell. Whenever Canelo does something, Crawford one-ups him.
I just think that Crawford is answering the bell. Whenever Canelo does something, Crawford one-ups him.
This is completely incompetent. 99% of the time, when an unofficial scorer is given the opportunity to comment on a winning round of a fighter, they do not praise the fighter that lost the round. When you understand that context, this shows severe biasness to a point where one could reasonably presume that these commentators are not interested in presenting an accurate professional narrative that highlights both fighters at all. This shows that they are likely interested in something else. Act 9 of the puppet show came after the final bell tolled to end the fight. Immediately after the fight end, Max Kellerman makes a major statement. He says, quote, guys, we know what we just saw. Bud Crawford just beat Canelo Alvarez. Let's see if the judges agree.
Guys, we know what we just saw. Bud Crawford just beat Canelo Alvarez. Let's see if the judges agree.
He presented this statement as if it were an indisputable fact. However, to the words of the Exodus files, this couldn't be further from the truth. You have just witnessed one of the greatest shows in the history of boxing. If we were to grade the performance of the commentary team, the grade is undoubtedly an F. If you combine the unofficial judges' commentary
and your commentary with this AI voice been a damn F+.
And his scorecard with the other three commentators on duty, we would declare that the commentary team was slanted about 80% towards Terence Crawford and about 20% towards Canelo Alvarez, because these commentators spent a large portion of time ignoring or diminishing Canelo Alvarez's work while praising Terence Crawford and injecting narratives that position Terence Crawford as a false underdog and a false undersized competitor. Millions of viewers were told that Canelo was bigger than Terence Crawford, although you've seen from multiple perspectives that Canelo is not bigger than Terence.
Notice he's telling you've seen from multiple perspectives that Canelo is not bigger than Crawford, but he keep going back to the same still shot and them standing in front of each other. There's no true way to tell who's the bigger man just by looking alone, man. Looks can be deceiving, bro. I know people that look big that actually weigh light and vice versa, right? People that are heavy. You get what I'm saying? Like, There's no way you can't just look alone and just be, yeah, well, Crawford's bigger. He off one picture, bro. They used the same picture, but told y'all seen multiple angles. Like, no, he's showing you the same picture. But if you hypnotized by his voice, the AI got you hypnotized, then you really think he cooking with somebody. Not. He just giving you his perspective. If you rock with it, it's all good. I'm not telling them they wrong, but Canelo is telling them they wrong. You can't make a case for a guy that won the fight when the fighter knows he lost. That shit is
Terence
crazy.
Crawford. It is simply not true. The commentators made several convenient errors that favored Crawford, such as incorrectly saying that, quote, all of Canelo's punches have been blocked, and incorrectly saying that, quote, Crawford landed a great counter jab, although Canelo clearly ducked underneath the jab with good defense. You've seen this commentary team completely ignore the fact that Crawford was knocked off balance multiple times, then in the next round tried to suggest that Canelo was wobbled from an uppercut that literally did not wobble.
Jessica Rabbit, you might be on your way. You might want to be chill. Just be chill. You here to support, just be supporting, just chill. You are got a comment on the video, not nobody in the chat, bro. Let's just keep it boxing, all right? With that fake profile name. Make sure you double tap the screen, hit the like button with that fake profile.
You've seen an unofficial judge that failed to give Canelo Alvarez any credit throughout the entire fight, even after a round that Canelo clearly won on his own scorecard. Instead of crediting Canelo, he instead decided to praise Terence Crawford, the man who actually lost the round. So what is the real story of the fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford? When you take away Andre Ward, who was a great friend of Crawford, when you take away a compromised Max Kellerman, and you take away the severely biased unofficial judge, Skipper Kelp, what do you get? You get a more accurate account of what actually took place in this professional boxing match.
Wow, so you really saying nothing they said was accurate. All of what they showed us was inaccurate. They lied to us. They painted a picture. You know, they was giving rounds to Crawford when Canelo clearly won. But I got a question for the chat family, man. I got a question for anybody that's saying he cooking, right? Hey, Jones, don't block him just for saying he won. If you say something weird, then you get blocked. But look, I got a question for you. When has the system in the business of boxing been against the guy that brings the money, right? Terence Crawford is the guy that ain't fought nobody, right? The weak-ass resume. He don't sell no tickets. Why on earth would the entire telecast, the judges, and everybody, all the powers that be in favor of Crawford winning this fight and not be with the money in Canelo Alvarez? Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense.
The truth. Now you get to relive the real story of the fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford without the voice boxes of the puppets. You also get to see the exclusive scorecard of the Exodus files. The real story of the fight starts right now. Round one. Round one was a warm-up round. Canelo is spending the majority of the round walking forward and maintaining ring generalship. He lands several effective body shots and is throwing
Here you go, talking about these damn body shots again.
More distinct punches while walking forward. Crawford is spending more time moving back while landing a couple of jabs to the body and a clear left hand to the head. We scored round one, 10-9, Canelo. Clear round for Canelo. Crawford landed a few body jabs and a clean left hand, but it wasn't enough to override Canelo's forward pressure, effective body shots, and overall activity. Round two. Crawford is very active and effective with his jab and lands distinct body shots. Canelo is also doing very good body work. Canelo is landing multiple body shots while walking forward and controlling the ring. Crawford is landing well while moving backwards and laterally. We scored round two, 10-10, even. The action was very balanced, therefore we scored the round even. Round three. Crawford is doing a better job boxing and moving while working his jab. He's busier in the first half of the round. There's decent work being done from Canelo in the second half of the round, but Crawford countered well and maintained pretty good control. We scored round 3, 10-9. Crawford did very good work in the first half of the round. Canelo responded, but it was not enough to.
So basically, there's the exit file scorecards versus the actual people that was scoring the fight. Okay, bet I got it. The
Override Crawford's work. Clear round for Crawford. Round 4. Crawford opens up very busy over the first minute and throws a lot of counter combinations. After the first minute, the momentum shifts. Canelo dials in the pressure and lands a hard punch to the guard, then lands a hard straight right hand to Crawford's face that knocks him back. There's good work from both fighters, but Canelo lands several straight right hands clean and also lands a hard right hand at the end of the round to punctuate the round. We scored round 4, 10-9 Canelo. Crawford controlled the first minute of the round, but Canelo controlled the last 2 minutes of the round while walking forward, landing multiple clean punches. 1 minute for Crawford, 2 minutes for Canelo. Clear round for Canelo. Round 5. Canelo opens up well, throwing the heavier shots to Crawford's guard. Canelo lands a decent sweeping hook and is controlling the ring by pressing forward in the first minute of the round. Crawford lands a very good counter shot. Canelo closes out the round strong with forward pressure, body work, and more activity. We scored round 5, 10-9 Canelo. Crawford was boxing and moving a bit, but his boxing was overwhelmed by Canelo's forward pressure and activity. Clear round for Canelo. Round 6. Crawford opened strong on the inside by staying busy and landing combinations to the guard and the body. Crawford lands a great left counter that snaps Canelo's head back. Canelo is pursuing, but not effective. Canelo is trying to pursue, but is still getting countered while Crawford is boxing and moving well. We scored round 6, 10-9 Crawford. Crawford controlled the round with great boxing and effective combinations, while Canelo pursued with ineffective aggressiveness. Clear round for Crawford. Round 7. Canelo opens up with more intent, walking forward, landing a hook that was partially blocked. Canelo is stepping forward, doing work on the inside. Crawford responds with a decent combination, but Canelo continues to press forward, landing decent body shots. There's decent work from both fighters, but Crawford is not doing enough to override the forward pressure of Canelo Alvarez. Canelo closes out with a good body shot while continuing to walk forward. We scored round 7, 10-9 for Canelo. Canelo controlled the ring for the majority of the round. Crawford didn't do enough to override Canelo's forward pressure and activity, landing shots on the guard. Round 8. Crawford opens up strong by landing a body combination followed by a straight right hand afterwards. Canelo presses forward and lands 2 good body shots. Canelo lands a partially blocked hook and Crawford counters with a good body combination. Canelo is stalking the entire time. Crawford is responding, but it's not enough to stave off Canelo's pressure. Canelo completes a good 3-punch combination, moving forward. We scored round 8, 10-9 Canelo. Canelo controlled the ring the entire round. Crawford did not do nearly enough to override the pressure.
Oh shit. Hey, yo, I'm gonna let it rock.
Very clear round for Canelo. Round 9. Crawford opened very strong with a great combination on Canelo, followed by more great uppercuts and inside combinations. Canelo is returning fire, but not at the volume of Crawford. Now, the tide starts to change, and Canelo...
Look, man, if you in the building, the like button is free. Double tap the like button. If you're new in the building, subscribe to the channel. Turn your notifications on. And real quick, Jones, I hear you, bro. It's all good that I have a difference of opinion, as long as we know how to have a conversation, right? Let me ask you this. What do you have to say about the fact that Canelo admitted to losing after the fight? Never mind the narrators and the commentators and the judges and referee, all of that stuff. What do you, Jones, hashtag GTD, have to say about the fact that Canelo himself admitted to losing? Talk to me.
lands a great combination walking forward, followed by a straight right hand that knocks Crawford off balance. Canelo is marching forward, landing good shots, but Crawford counters well. We scored round 9. 10-9, Crawford. Crawford had a very dominant first minutes of the round. Canelo rebounded well in the last 2 minutes and controlled the round in the last 2 minutes, but he didn't do enough to override Crawford's work in the beginning of the round. Important note, in Crawford's corner, after round 9, Crawford asks his trainer Bomac if Canelo Alvarez is up on the scorecards. Bomac says, quote, "I don't know if he's up."
I don't think he up. But hey, but you gotta finish strong. You got 9 minutes.
If Crawford was clearly dominating, there would have been no need to ask this question in comparison.
Nah, but this is Canelo Alvarez we talking about. Even Floyd Mayweather, who clearly dominated him, clearly got a majority decision. Nothing is for sure with Canelo. You got to really go for it, bro. You can't rely. You can't just think that you up. We all watch how Floyd Mayweather outboxed him. Clearly, they read that shit, and it was a majority decision. Never forget, Crawford got a UD. Floyd got a majority decision. Let that sink in. Let that sink in, bro. Nothing is.
Harrison, Mayweather never asked this question throughout his entire fight with Canelo. He did not feel the need to. Last 3 rounds. Round 10. Canelo opens up strong and lands a good body shot. He presses forward, throwing a 1-2 combination while Crawford misses the counters. Canelo lands a hard sweeping right hand that knocks Crawford off balance. Canelo continues to press forward and Crawford lands a decent 2-1 combination. A good lead is landed by Canelo. Canelo pulls away by landing a good lead and a heavy uppercut in the corner, followed by combinations. We scored round 10, 10-9, Canelo. Canelo pressed forward the entire round, landed multiple hard shots, and pressed Crawford up against the ropes to do great work and land shots on the inside. Round 11. Canelo opens up with a mean body shot and presses a combination on the inside. Crawford answers with a good uppercut. Good combinations are exchanged, but Canelo pushes Crawford back with his combination. More combinations are exchanged, but Crawford gets the better of the combinations. An outstanding combination from Crawford is landed that pushed Canelo's head back a bit. Canelo is pursuing and lands an overhand.
Bro, hold on. I give respect where it's due. Credit to the creator, even though he way out there. But you expect us to listen to you narrate a fight with still shot pictures if you don't get the hell out of here with that shit. You could be saying anything right now, bro. This man showing us still pictures, and this man in the chat talking about the pictures don't lie. He narrating a fight that he's allegedly watching while showing us still shot pictures and giving the rounds 10-9 to Canelo. You can't make this shit up.
And right, great uppercut and straight right hands lands from Canelo and snaps Crawford back. Crawford finishes the 11th round with great combinations and foot movement. We scored round 11. 10-9, Crawford. There were great combinations and landed shots from both fighters, but this was a great round from Crawford because he got the better of the exchanges and landed the more clear punches throughout the round. Round 12. Final round. Canelo opens aggressively, but Crawford lands a good 3-punch combination and a good hook. More great combinations are thrown from Crawford. Canelo is pressing, landing shots, but not in volume. Canelo lands a good combination moving forward, followed by a good counter left from Crawford. Canelo lands a good counter left and the right, and later.
This is diabolical work, man. The man is narrating still shot pictures. I have never seen somebody do this in my life. I don't give a damn if he allegedly watching them fight or not. The fact that he's showing us these still shot pictures and he expect us to just take his word for it, that he's calling a fight blow by blow. Get this shit out of here, man.
Lands a good right hand. Another good straight right hand lands from Canelo, but Crawford ends the round, countering well with more combinations, activity, and precision. We scored round 12, 10-9. Crawford overwhelmed Canelo with activity and combinations, and he clearly outworked Canelo in the 12th round. Great round for Crawford. This is the conclusion to the fight. The Exodus Files scorecard is 6 rounds to 5, 1 even.
Terry K, fam, I'm a content creator. I know all about copyrights, but it's still the fact that he's putting still shot pictures up and giving a blow by blow with a still shot picture. Then you might as well not even do it. So don't tell me shit about no copyright, smart guy. Like I don't know that. Still change the fact that making a case for a guy winning a fight when the fighter admitted to losing. I have still yet to get the answer. Jones DTD, you still keep typing shit. You ain't answered my question yet. I'm about to time you out. Answer the question. Since y'all got so much to say, what do y'all have to say about Canelo admitting to losing?
Reality, the even round that we have on this card, we scored round 2 for Canelo, but we wanted to demonstrate that even with an even round, Canelo wins the fight. Therefore, our real final scorecard is 7 rounds to 5. Canelo Alvarez. Canelo won more rounds than Terence Crawford by our observation, rendering the popular post-fight narrative of this match completely inaccurate in our view. This was not a robbery, and it certainly isn't an indisputable fact that Terence Crawford won the fight as Max Kellerman suggested. But our stance is that there is a very strong case that Canelo won the fight, and an even stronger case for a draw. Now, we will provide you with the most precise...
Like I said, they was making a case, shout out to Tay, that Canelo won the fight. In the case that it was a draw. Let me try to run that back just a little.
Rendering the popular post-fight narrative of this match completely inaccurate in our view. This was not a robbery, and it certainly isn't an indisputable fact that Terence Crawford won the fight as Max Kellerman suggested. But our stance is that there is a very strong case that Canelo won the fight, and an even stronger case for a draw. Now, we will provide you with the most precise, accurate summary of what actually happened in this fight. Here is our final conclusion regarding this fight. Every close fight can be debated. However, the popular interpretation of this fight is so delusional, it leaves no room for productive discussion. Terence Crawford did not.
Hey, Terry, I just heard them say they made a case the entire time. I don't need you to explain to me what they saying. You might hear it the way you want to hear it. That's cool. You could see something different. I ain't beefing with you over that, but I heard them make a case the entire time that Canelo won. You don't got to explain to me nothing. I clearly hear them saying it's a strong case that Canelo won or a draw. Get the fuck out of here. Draw weird. When Canelo, I'm about to time y'all out, man. The next goofy that types something stupid without answering my question, I might block you, bro. Answer my question. What do you have to say, Jones and Terry? Y'all two typing a lot. What do you have to say about the man admitting to losing the fight? I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't even want to read nothing else from y'all. Answer that question, bro. I don't want to hear about Ryan and Haney. I don't want to hear about none of that shit.
Dominate this fight. By our observation, onlookers overreacted to the last 2 rounds that Crawford clearly won. Because of the fraudulent story that was projected throughout the fight, the last 2 rounds left an impression that led people to believe that Crawford dominated the fight. Most observers completely overreacted to the last 2 rounds due to the false underdog, false smaller man narrative, and the severely biased commentary team that casted Terence Crawford as the courageous smaller warrior. Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin 1 was not labeled a domination. It was correctly labeled a close fight. Pacquiao versus Marquez 1 was not labeled a domination. It was correctly labeled a close fight. None of the prior mentioned fighters received credit or praise for dominating their opponent. But strangely, Terence Crawford's situation is backwards. Terence Crawford had nearly every physical advantage, but he's receiving credit for fighting a quote-unquote bigger man. Terence Crawford was in a very close fight. Terence Crawford did not dominate the fight, nor did he fight a bigger man. Rewatch the contest for yourself. Many of you will be surprised that your new scorecards will reflect what you've observed from the Exodus files. This entire event was built upon a false narrative that was fathered by Bill Haney and crafted by Terence Crawford himself. This false narrative was speared forward by others who fed into it, and as a result, the post-fight perception of this contest is so inaccurate and so delusional that we now have serious problems within the sport of boxing.
Your shit is nasty work, bro.
Didn't I tell you Crawford groupies, we don't play around? Didn't I tell y'all I've been in the business of boxing too long to sit up here?
Uncle Rockin', they saved him. They saved Uncle Ruckus for the end of the video. They saved him, y'all. They saved him for the end of the video.
And listen to this type of shit from Terrence Crawford and Bill Haney. I told y'all we don't play any games. And now y'all got real problems, don't you? When Chef gets done with y'all ass tonight, Terrence Crawford is going to be exposed for what he really did. And the ones that supported it are going to be exposed for what they really are. See, Terrence Crawford and Bill Haney just tried to rewrite the history of boxing. But now all they've done was write the story to expose themselves. And they're right on time.
The puppet show continues.
How you going to expose yourself because you manifested this guy going up and fighting him? Y'all got to stop with the witch hunt, bro. It's over. Terrence Crawford beat the system. It was stacked against him. He still found a way to navigate it. He beat your favorite fighter on the way out, and now y'all sitting here crying about it in 40-minute documentaries. We ain't trying to hear that shit. He got
exposed to this day, but unfortunately for the participants, they don't know it yet. But the show is over. Exodus last.
Look, shout out to them. Look, everybody do their work the way they do it. I just reacted to it. I don't have a personal against them. I see them. They made their case for why they feel like, but Canelo might have won the fight or whatever the case may be, and I get it. If you spent most of your time talking about how it was no way, he should be fighting Canelo because he was too small and it's a stupid fight, and you get what I'm saying? It's weight classes for a reason. If you think Bud Crawford gonna win, you stupid and you don't know nothing about boxing and blah 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 blah. Like if you talk that kind of shit, yeah, you coping right now. Videos like this help you cope with reality. Reality is your hero Canelo Alvarez got beat up and dethroned by a guy that was being billed as supposed to be so much smaller than him. And whether he was smaller than him or not, they act like that matters. The fact of the matter is he's better than him. He showed that he was better than him. The hell, who's the bigger and smaller man?
In the scorecard, we lost it.
Well, you're the best. You're the number one fighter in the world, and
Thank
I
you.
think keep shining.
You want the rematch, Canelo?
Sus 3 derrotas no son ante 2 de los 15 mejores boxeadores de la historia, así que habla de ti.
Canelo, I may be the only one. I thought you won the fight. I scored it for you.
We need to accept it. We need to accept it. No matter what.
We need to accept it.
In the scorecard, we lost it.
Well, you're the best. You're the number one fighter in the world, and
Thank
I
you.
think keep shining.
You want the rematch, Canelo? Sus 3 derrotas no son ante 2 de los 15 mejores boxeadores de la historia, así que habla de ti.
Yeah. All right. So if that's not admitting that you lost, then what is then? What is? And furthermore, I'm gonna play a quick video. It's like 4 minutes. This is the way that you represent Terrence Crawford, bro. I want to shout out this creator, bro, because he a real one. Shout out to the Line Show. He did a real video, man. Y'all double tap that screen, hit the like button, sub to the channel, support the grind. Let me play this video. This is how you give Bud Crawford his just due. This is a guy that has put out a message that's very much in line with the shit that I talk every day on this channel. Y'all know how we do over here. So this is how you give Bud Crawford his just due. What we just heard was some hating ass shit right there. I mean, I respect all perspectives, but that was a reach, bro. Canelo lost the fight. You said to sit here and make it seem like, a Hall of Famer and Andre Ward don't know how to call a fight because he got an agenda. Missed me with that shit, bro. He seen Canelo Alvarez get outboxed. Canelo seen Canelo get outboxed. You got some of Canelo's biggest fans saying they thank Terrence Crawford for not knocking him out because they think if he would have pressed the gas even more, he could have stopped him. You can't make this shit up. Mexican fans know the man lost. How dare you sit up in the chat today and say, oh, yeah, he won the fight. Nah, Collazo, you exposed. You not being a real boxing fan is exposed. You coming in here with a last name has been exposed. You get what I'm saying? Sit back and watch how you get Bud Crawford. His Just Do. Shout out to the Line Show.
At the bottom, he worked his way up with sweat, with blood, with relentless discipline. He lives the kind of devotion most people will never understand. He does more every single day to reach his goals than 90% of the population does in a lifetime. And yet the first instinct isn't to celebrate him. It's to doubt him, to discredit him, to tear him down. Why? Because apparently that's what we do. We are crabs in a bucket. And when one crab climbs, the rest pull it down. We don't want anyone to escape. We don't want anyone to rise. We want everybody to stay in the mud with us. It doesn't stop at boxing. Think about it. People complain that boxers aren't what they used to be, that books aren't as good as they used to be, that music, all that negativity that just infects everything. Canelo versus Crawford, one of the biggest fights imaginable. But instead of celebrating and uplifting both of these men, instead of fueling the hype with positivity, the best are gonna fight the best. This guy's amazing. How is he gonna, how can he be beaten? How can this guy be beaten? Oh my God, putting these champions together, it's gonna be a magic show. If one of them, wins, whoever pulls it off is going to be the best of the best. That's what it should have been. But the energy was poisoned instantly with doubt. Canelo's too old. Crawford's too this. It's just so sad. Imagine how much crazier that fight would have been if the focus had been on elevating both of them instead of dragging them down. The joy of the fight was killed before it even began. And that's the sickness. We can't just watch. We can't just enjoy. We have to attack. Somebody has to say something. We have to pull down. We have to assume the downfall before the rise is even finished. And here's the truth. It's not just boxing. It's your life too. How many times have you felt the pressure of peers? How many times have you felt judged?
Let's hit 11K, y'all. Come on, man. Hit the like button. Sub to the channel.
That's the crab bucket. We trash artists before their work hits shelves. We demand content faster, cheaper, easier, and then complain it's not as good as it used to be. We are the reason. If we had celebrated Crawford instead of doubting him, if we had built up the fight with respect instead of cynicism, we would have something much more historic. We'll keep killing our own joy. Maybe, just maybe, the biggest fight we need to win isn't in the ring. It's against our own instinct to destroy what we should be celebrating.
Man, look. That's one of the best damn videos, 4-minute, 5-minute videos you gonna watch. You know what I mean? That the channel name, shout out to him. I told him I was gonna share it. Because it's a small channel. I told him I was going to share this on the channel with him. I mean, because I needed to see this. I needed y'all to see this. That's the problem with boxing. You get what I'm saying? We don't celebrate greatness. We come up with ways to try to tear it down. So I know some people in here that probably didn't understand where I was going with this. But y'all know I preach this shit all the time, bro. So let's build the sport up. And that's why I know for a fact what I've been saying is real. What Terrence Crawford has been showing is greatness. And you can tell that what he showed you is not something that you see all the time because of look how quick people, they tear it down. They're not used to seeing it. They like, there's no way this guy can be as good as what they've been saying since 2008, y'all. Let the record reflect. We talking about a guy that been at the top of his game since he got there. What are we talking about? Why even try to spend your time over analyzing what makes him great when Canelo Alvarez himself admitted that he just was too much? Hey, what was it about Terrence Crawford? He said everything. Everything. He didn't even say that shit about Floyd, bro. He didn't even say that about Floyd, man. They was whining about Floyd running. He wouldn't dare utter that shit about Terrence Crawford because he knew it would be a lie. He said everything, man. It was everything. And y'all in here arguing that this ain't one of the greatest fighters that you ever got to watch. Come on, man. You got to know how to build greatness up, not tear it down, bro. And that's what they did to Bud Crawford, man. That's why I'm here today, talking my talk, how I always do. They're not going to make me feel bad about celebrating somebody doing some great shit. That's how crazy boxing is, because most people that talk it, they're not really fans. If you spend your time overanalyzing and all your conversations, or a majority of your conversation is about trying to prove that the top fighters in the sport are not top fighters at all, they just manufactured, then what are we doing? We don't know how to celebrate greatness when it's right in front of your face. And I don't give a damn what not a single soul say. I was even one of them people once upon a time over there sounding crazy, putting out that weird shit on Crawford. Like I said before, I put myself out there. I was talking that same dumbass shit, and I had to catch myself like, damn, hold on, man. Like, this is boxing. This is the sport that you can't play. And the only thing that y'all see is the name that he did or didn't fight. And you reduce every win of his. Nah, that wasn't shit. This one wasn't shit. This wasn't nobody. That wasn't nothing. Y'all literally, I watched y'all do it all the way up into his most recent fight with Canelo. Now Canelo is washed. We went from being stupid for picking Crawford to now Canelo was washed. He really didn't try hard. The fight was set up for Crawford. The announcers was all on Crawford's side. Everything was against Canelo. Somebody showed me a time in boxing where you could point that the business that is boxing is against the money guy winning the fight. Get the hell out of here. That was a man-to-man fair fight. It wasn't no cheating involved. It wasn't no snack. It wasn't no clenbuterol. It wasn't none of that. It was Terrence Bud Crawford putting his greatness up against Canelo Alvarez's greatness. And y'all, all of y'all that's sitting there complaining, talking about what somebody didn't do, you missed a great fight because you don't really like the sport. That's what your problem is. That dude right there, I hope he continue to make content. I'll share his videos until his channel bigger than mine. I don't give a damn. That's real content. For me, it is. No dissing, no overanalyzing what you watch. Just understanding that, yo, I just seen two of the best fighters of this era fight. And the guy, the underdog, pulled it off. How do you not celebrate that? What are we doing? We destroying the sport. One end, Canelo was washed, and then Crawford is not as good as what they saying he is. Like, you can't make this shit up. We destroying the sport on every angle. You name it, they tearing it down. Don't matter what these guys go out there and do. You got somebody that will take time out of their day to over-explain how this guy is not actually great. Man, miss me with the snackusations, the Victor Conte shit. I don't want to hear nothing about no clenbuterol. Miss me with the Max Kellerman and Andre Ward being puppets. Man, they called the fight fair and square, bro. They seen belt the ass. Canelo seen belt the ass. When have you ever seen a guy trying to give the opposition the win, and he like, nah, we got to accept it, man. We just got to accept it. Look, we lost on the scorecards. We got to accept that. Get the hell out of here. Y'all got to be sick in your mind to argue something that the fighter and his team is not even willing to argue. Furthermore, to cook you dudes and put the bow on it, the cherry on top. So y'all didn't hear Eric Gomez come out and speak on behalf of Canelo and say how they kept him away from certain styles? Tell me I ain't hear that. Miss me with this shit. They knew exactly what they was going to get with Bud Crawford. They was just hoping it was going to be something different. They was hoping the weight was going to be too much. His power was going to be too much. When they knew none of that was a factor, they knew their asses was cooked. I'm willing to bet you money I don't have. His team knew full well when he took the first real shot and just it ain't do nothing to him, they knew damn well they was in for a long night. They know what Crawford is. Y'all the only ones that don't know. Canelo knew what Crawford was. That's why he hesitated and he tried to build in the excuse that he wouldn't get credit for beating him. He went from that to, oh, it's going to be a great night and it's going to be different. Yeah, that's, you knew Terrence Crawford was different, bro. You knew it. And it's sad to see that y'all not in line with what my man in the video just put out. That's what's wrong with boxing. That's why y'all can't enjoy it. We killed all the joy. It don't matter if it's Tank Davis and Jake giving you a free fight on Netflix, you complain. If it's Canelo and Crawford giving you a free fight on Netflix, you complain. You get what I'm saying? If it's a pay-per-view, you complain. Come on, man, we killing it. We killing the sport single-handedly complaining about who's not great when you got far more examples far more examples that you can watch to show you the greatness of Terrence Crawford than any fucking narrative these idiots, miserable ass people could come up with to try to convince you that he's not the guy. You out your damn mind, bro. He proved it. I know most of the people that I was hearing was picking Canelo. Get the hell out of here, man. It don't make no sense how many people he proved wrong. And y'all think y'all get to sit up here and try to overanalyze the performance and try to nitpick and say how they cheated for him. And yeah, man, they was giving him rounds that man, get out of here, man. You could say all of that same shit for any boxing match, bro. The fact of the matter is you have a hard time accepting Canelo got took to school by Bud Crawford. Eric Gomez came out and told you how they specifically kept that man away from certain styles. Go argue, go cry in the car, go argue with yourself. That shit is real, bro. They knew what time it was with him. And I told y'all, and I'm glad he beat him the way he beat him, because I told y'all this was going to be the most talented fighter that he's gotten a ring with since Floyd Mayweather. Bevel included. You damn right. I love Bevel, but him included. I said it, and he proved that shit. Nah, he didn't have to run. He didn't have to do it how Floyd did it. He did it how Bud Crawford did it. And that was way too much for Canelo, man. There's no case where he wins this fight or it's a fucking draw. You out your mind. No way. When the fighter know he lost, that's different, bro. When the fighter himself, and they like, nah, he didn't say that. Man, get out of here, bro. He knows he lost. Big shout out to my homie Ron. Always supporting, man. Appreciate the love, homie, for the dub and the cash.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
What's good, homie? Teach, what's good with it? Frequent, what it do? The Bud was getting knocked out, but Bud damn near stopped Canelo. I'm telling you. And he had Canelo rethinking some things up in there. Fanboy, what's good? He had Canelo rethinking some things. Just like my guy behind the hand said, he got hit at one point. He had to look like, oh shit, okay. He was like, what was that? Yeah, man, he on your ass. Told you it was going to be different. He was in there with somebody that not only was coming to win, but he knew he could win. It's different, man. I told you, Bud, a stubborn ass, hard-headed dude in a good way. And I felt like the shit that makes him great wouldn't work against him. Some people felt like if he got hit, he'd go try to get it back and it'd end up costing him. I never thought he would do it because if you pay attention to the previous fights, yeah, get clipped. And he want to get it back, but he ain't stupid about it. And he was smart and locked in that whole entire fight, bro. He showed me again just why I think he is as special as he is. He showed me where Errol Spence raising his level so much so that people just was coming up with all types of shit wrong with Errol Spence. Then he comes in here and he does it to Canelo, and they're doing it again. You telling me that's not great? His biggest wins where people was more than 100% sure where people really lost money betting against them. His biggest wins proving people wrong. That ain't mean shit. He still ain't fighting nobody. You can't make this shit up, bro. Watch this clip, man. Before I say what's up to my brother Adam McQueen, y'all think I'm playing, bro. They don't
talk
stop.
all that shit about booze. Just fight the man. Why we gotta always beg this motherfucker fight somebody? God damn, he'll fight the people he calling out because he knows he done seen where they weak at. He don't see no weaknesses in boots. So now he don't want to even have to participate. I told y'all keep falling for it. Though. I'm writing a book, How Not to Be the Seed by black ass niggas like Terrence Crawford. Because he ain't did shit. The only reason people boosting him up because they want to put him in the category with Floyd Mayweather. People want to say he better than Floyd, but they know they lying to themselves. But they don't care as long as they tell people who don't know no better. Just a bunch of bullshit. Terrence Crawford could never fuck with Floyd Mayweather. And nothing. Floyd would kill him. Yes, Floyd beat the hell out of beat the shit out of Canelo way easier, way better. I didn't think Terrence Crawford did shit.
Those are his own people talking like that. I don't think Terrence Crawford did shit. Like, you got to be out of your mind. Like, what world do these people live in? Like, there's no way you watch that fight and you come away with that assessment and you enjoy boxing on a regular basis. What do you mean? So what if we want to put him up there with Floyd? That's great for boxing. We got some greats that we can talk about. And if you really want to have fun with it, you could debate about who you thought was going to win the fight. But to diminish this man in his finest hour is exactly what's wrong with boxing. And people don't even see a problem with it. They just think, oh, no, he's cooking. No, that's all facts. All because you don't like the man. 12 threes, what it do, homie? You get what I'm saying? Nah, man, we ain't doing that shit. Beating Canelo Alvarez was great. I don't give a damn if he's seen weakness or whatever. People seen weakness in Bud. You get what I'm saying? They had all types of reasons why he wouldn't win his damn fight. And when he did, they came up with all types of reasons for why he won, right? You had all these reasons for why he wouldn't win before the fight. Then after, you made a bunch of excuses as to why he won. You can't make this shit up, man. If that's not greatness that we staring at, I don't think we seen it in boxing. You a damn lie. You a damn lie talking about fight somebody. This after fighting Canelo Alvarez, jumping to 68 the way he did, and we got to see Charlo do it and fall way short. And this guy go out there and do that and tell me again why that shit wasn't great what he just did after having just one single fight at 54. And you let some of these people tell it. He was a 47-pounder challenging the 68-pounder that fought at light heavyweight. There's no reason he should have been in there, right? I remember them saying that. Now they got to walk all that shit back and they got to overanalyze the fight and try to convince the viewing public, yeah, man, judges ain't no shit. Commentators ain't no shit. Hall of Famer don't mean shit. You know, Andre Ward, a Hall of Famer, that shit don't mean nothing, man. He don't know shit. He just the puppet. Shit sound good, man. Coming from a person that probably ain't spent one round in the ring, in the boxing ring. That shit is crazy, bro. I'm gonna listen to Andre Ward, bro. He ain't had no agenda the way he called that fight, if you ask me, man. I ain't trying to hear it. I wasn't hearing his commentary be super crazy. Shout out to my brother Ann McQueen. What's good with it, bro?
Man, off the rip, 5 minutes into it, it was already on some nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
The way that he played Floyd up to scrutinize Bud.
Right.
Compare these guys. Oh, Floyd Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
He was challenging himself by going up to fight the big Diego Corrales. He moved up in weight. That was a damn lie. That fight was at 130.
Mm-hmm.
Floyd started his career at 130. He ain't move up to fight him.
Mm-hmm. But you got people typing facts. I seen the first comment you put. Do your own research.
Do your own research.
I seen the first, and I knew where you was going with
it. Oh, that shit ain't even factual.
It's not.
It's not factual. And then the other thing too is they were like the cherry picking of the stats, right? Yeah. Diego, and here's the other thing too. Floyd Mayweather, he was at a 5-inch height disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
If one guy is 6 feet tall and the other guy is 5'8", I'm not a fucking mathematician, but I know that there's 12 inches in a foot. So if you subtract 5'8" from 6 foot, that's only 4 inches right there. Facts. The other thing too, if you look at all of these other broadcasts and broadcasts, and when you see where they have Diego Corrales' official reach at,
right,
they got it at a 70-inch reach.
Mm-hmm.
The one that he posted up there, it made it seem like Floyd was at like a 4-inch reach disadvantage,
right,
facing Diego Corrales.
Right. Shout out to the boxing.
And I triple checked. I went back to a damn broadcast when he fought Joel Casamayor the third time.
Mm-hmm.
And he fought him after he fought Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
So how the hell does he have a 70-inch reach advantage over here, but then versus Floyd, he's got a 75 or whatever the hell he said it was?
Right.
So you mean to tell me his arm shrunk when he fought Casamayor after he fought Floyd?
You get me? That's why I say, man, people put a bunch of shit together and call it facts. And I'm like, bro, it don't be facts, bro. People be throwing opinions. They be making up their own facts, alternative fucking facts, because them shit don't be the real facts, man. That shit is sad, man.
But it's well organized. When it's well organized and it got high production value, people don't bother to go look for themselves.
That's crazy, right?
That's why my first comment was, look for yourself.
Speaking of that, right? I was just watching a video recently, man, and I got to go in my comments because I commented on the joint. Got to go back and find it. Bro, it was about video. It was a video about fighters that died in the ring, bro, or died, in boxing. Mm-hmm. My guy, they got to a certain name, and I heard them say Carlos Adames. And then I'm like, hold on, I had to like double tap my screen, rewind it. I said, nah, they didn't just
Carlos Adames died in the ring.
Yo, the whole video, my boys, was spot on. They got the Carlos Adames, all bets was off, and then and then he tragically died in the ring. I said, what? I said, nah, fam. I said, yo, the whole video was good, and then you got the Carlos Adames. I said, yo, he alive and well. I put his record and everything, weight class. I'm like, bro, last fight. I'm like, what are you not watching? But was it that it was AI? So that's the problem. It's like, did you let it take over? Because did I miss something? I'm like, man, you got me looking for Carlos Adames. It's like, bro, am I bugging? Like, when did he pass? But that shit was wild, man. But the video, the views is crazy.
Yeah.
Comments is crazy. Everybody saluting it, and I just had to be the one. I'm like, yeah, nah, that can't fly. You just said somebody died that's alive in boxing. It's crazy, bro. Crazy. Said Diego didn't have preparation for Floyd due to legal issues. They failed to mention that too. I mean, it was a bunch of things going on with Diego. For those that know, you know, he was going through some things. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see no scenario where he beat Floyd. Probably could have been better prepared, showed a better account of himself. I won't argue that at all. But I didn't have him beat. Just thought it was Floyd too athletic, too fast.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Style thing. It was style thing. I just thought he was a bad matchup for Diego, no matter how big he was or how big they felt he was.
Well, you should say how tall he was, because Diego was fighting at 130 for a long ass time. It ain't like Diego was some, and that's the other part of it too.
Mm-hmm.
The dude, yeah, he said mass, and you got to talk about the density and acclimation and all that other stuff. Because we've seen other guys move up in weight, and it ain't really pan out too well for them.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's not going to carry the weight the same way. Everybody's not going to rehydrate the same way.
Right.
Punch resistance is different. Yeah, it might be in the gym, you be able to handle yourself, but like Roy Jones was saying, when them tan scrape that chin, it's some different shit, man. Like when you and to Eldo's point, you know, about not mentioning what Diego was going through, now it makes it seem like Floyd did something super duper crazy, which he did, because Diego Corrales was a hell of a fighter at the time. R.I.P. Chico. But you got to make this guy look bigger and dwarf the other guy. You got to shrink him some way, somehow. And then even with the commentary, bro, as you were playing it, I shit you not, I went to Netflix just to listen to the commentary, and he chopped and screwed. He took pieces from like this round and then composited the screenshot from another round.
Yeah.
Because like that moment when he was talking about Canelo blocking the shots, Andre Ward actually gave Canelo credit for the shot. He said, ooh, 2 good shots from Canelo.
But he in here making it seem like they all against him. They're just puppets. They ain't giving Canelo nothing because he wasn't earning that shit, man. They see get Crawford going to work, man. They knew who was in control of that fight. That's all I'm saying. Watching that fight, you could see who was in control of it. Yeah, it was competitive. It's gonna be. It's Canelo in there. Ain't no sucker. You know what I'm saying? But he just, you know, seeing the fight and then hearing what Eric Gomez had to say, bro, this is obvious, man. Fact shower, man. I had to. I was like, bro, I couldn't believe he said Carlos Adames died in that video. And then the elaboration is what killed it. I thought he was gonna like mull over. I was like, there's no way he about to elaborate on a man that's still alive. It's crazy. And I'm like, y'all gotta chill with that AI. It's a little lazy, because if it's gonna just do shit like that, I don't even know how I don't know how it worked. I don't know how these people putting the AI.
You hear this?
All that. I don't know how they do it.
2 good shots for Alvarez. There's 2 real punches in the fight.
And you know who that was? 2 good shots for Alvarez. That was Andre Ward. But this dude was like nitpicking and trying to make it seem like the commentary was so slanted in one direction. And then another thing is the convenient omission of all of the pre-fight predictions.
Right.
You had like Abel Sanchez, Bud is too small. Robert Garcia was saying the same thing. I think David Benavidez picked. He's like, yo, Canelo, Crawford's a hell of a fighter, but I got Canelo. Juan Manuel Marquez was talking about it was weight classes for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
All this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Everybody was like, Joel Diaz was like, you picking Crawford, you stupid. I mean, I don't want to, something be rude or whatever, however you put it, but he knew you are being, we got to be stupid for picking him. Now, what are we now? And I think he doubled down and said some other weird shit after that. Like, Crawford didn't win that fight. Y'all the worst, yo. Y'all the worst. I'm cool knowing what Canelo said. I'm cool with when they asked him what was it about him. You get what I'm saying? He was like, it was everything. I'm cool. That's clearly knowing that, he beat me, yo. He beat me. He beat me. And the respect, man. Shut up. Crawford had that man there trying to tap gloves and shit, man. Yeah, man. He's in there trying to be cool. And Crawford left him hanging, man, because he seen him. Man, they talked about that. Had that man in there tapping gloves, man, trying to be cool, man. You know how Canelo is. He usually the arrogant guy. He don't care. And he had him in there friendly. He had him tamed, man, at one point. I don't give a damn, man. That was an excellent showing from both guys. Credit to Canelo for knowing that, facing a boogeyman. And when I say boogeyman, I don't mean the guy that nobody wanted to fight. I mean his own demons, like going in there with that style that can give you fits and headaches. And you saying, you know what, I'll try it. You know what I'm saying? I know it was this big deal about weight, but boxing is amazing, ain't it? Canelo said Crawford won. And it was nothing he could do. Those words, yo.
Hey, Canelo, what was giving you trouble? What was it? Everything.
Right. Right. Hey, Dub, they don't get it. I tried to tell them that from the rip. It ain't no need to even argue it. I don't care how good the AI sound to you, bro. When the fighter is like, yeah, man, I lost, and we got to accept it. And we lost on the cards. And then it was everything. Like, bro, just stop. Leave it alone. That's when you reaching. So I'm cool, and I'm still able to give Canelo the credit he deserves. I ain't got to trash him because Crawford beat him, and people got a hard time. Because look, this funny thing is, it's like he accepted and respected it, both. You always gonna earn my respect and gain respect from me when you move about something the right way. Like, there was no need to go kicking and screaming, acting like the judges was against me, the commentators. Nah, bro. Nah, you talking about a guy that you could arguably be down 3 rounds to zip when the fight start. Don't give me that shit. You talking about a guy when he fought Floyd Mayweather and got took to school in front of the world. They found a way to see it as a majority decision at the end of the fight when we know it was a UD. Like, come on, man, hit that man with everything but the kitchen sink. And I'm like, man, he was just schooling his ass, like through the rounds the entire fight. Never lost control of the fight. Canelo never was mounting any type of comeback. None of that. It was just belt the ass. A school class was in session that day, and they still said majority decision. So don't give me that, man. I've seen a guy, in my opinion, get outboxed by Lara. I don't give a damn what they were saying. I seen it. He didn't get the nod. I seen Triple G back him down and beat him in the first fight. He didn't get the nod. Some people say he won the second, but the first one is where I make my case. But other than that, felt like Canelo did what he did. But it's just hard to argue that, man. And like I said, I appreciate dudes like what's the show, the Line Show. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit, that's real boxing commentary, man. Just looking at something, seeing it for what it is, accepting it, and saying, you know what, that was a hell of a performance from Crawford. And being able to salute him, you got his damn town celebrating him, giving him the second key to the city. But his own people continue to call in podcasts and say he ain't done shit. He ain't did shit in the fight. He need to fight somebody. We got to beg this dude to fight somebody. Like, you can't make this shit up. You would think this is not Terrence Crawford we talking about. Like, if you just didn't know no better, you would be like, he got to be talking about somebody else. Who he talking about, a prospect? He talking about a guy that, the accolades. I don't even feel like going through them. Like, that shit is ridiculous at this point that you really got to over-explain this dude being one of the best fighters in the world. But it is what it is, man. Just got some shitty fans. Like he said, bro, people just appreciated more, celebrated greatness. We'd enjoy boxing a lot more, man. Y'all hear me preach that shit all the time. So what he say, Crawford deserved better, I agree, man. From his own people, for sure. They're completely one-sided. I'm telling you. Ray Jones said before, after we just witnessed a boxing clinic, before the fight called it, Canelo said nothing he could. Yeah, it was nothing he could do. Shout out to Lingo, man. What's good with it, fam? Y'all double tap the screen, hit the like button, sub to the channel. If you new, we ain't done yet. We gotta get to these Schofield peoples real quick, man. We got to. But shout out to Bud, man. He gonna always get his just due over here. I ain't with the weird stuff. He handled business like he was supposed to, and that's all you can ask. But man, we got to get to them, man. We got to get to them, and we got to pull the video up, y'all. This Schofield, this is the other part of the lie. We got to get to them Schofield people, man. Y'all know I have a little fun with this because ever since his pops blocked me, like I don't really be caring. But I won't tear Kid Austin down, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't one for saying nobody fake injuries because I don't want that on my name, right? But it's unfortunate timing. You know what I mean? JoJo is a winnable fight, in my opinion, for him. I think so. You know what I'm saying? I don't think JoJo posed a whole lot of threat to Kid Austin, not at this stage in his career. He tough and he game, but I just don't think that would have been enough. Who knows, though, because anything can happen in boxing. But posting it wasn't the best idea, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. I'm not no expert on injuries and none of that. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. It looked like 3 mosquitoes. Looked like bro got bit by some mosquitoes and I uploaded the pitch. Because I'm not gonna lie. The reason I feel like this is because I'm a guy. I got like that sweet blood. I go out there in summertime. I always get eaten alive. Like I can't get away from it. If I'm out there in the summer, they gonna feast. Bro, I had some marks that look exactly like this on me, and they tear me up in the same spot. They be wild. I had patterns that look just like this. So of course I'm just poking at Kid Austin, but whatever is going on with him, I wish him a speedy recovery. All things real, but they do look like mosquito bites. Like the only crazy part is, it's like I ain't even see no swelling. It didn't even look swollen or nothing. Like this shit looked like my wrist, bro. That's like me when I get bit by mosquitoes. My little ass wrist in the joint, man. But I gotta pull up the video because they did the joint with fight. They did the joint with fight. He got spider bites, bro. Bro got bit. He said ticks. He got bro about to come down with a case of Lyme disease, and y'all out here playing, bro. Talking about sprained wrists. He said, "Little dog." He said he stuck his hand at bed. Yeah, he know he gonna get these. Is just jokes, by the way, man. He said Mary Spencer versus Michaela Mary is now a 3-belt unified title fight. Spencer WA title and vacant WBC, WBL 154 titles. Brackets just retired. Cecilia, I remember her, and vacated those belts. Okay, 10:30 on Tubi. Shout out to the plug, man. But I like that Mayer fight, man. I'm rocking with Mayer, man. I want to see her get a dub, man. I like Michaela Mayer. She can fight. She always could. Should Crawford stay at 168? Nah, Ron. I think he should go to 60 like they was planning. Like it sounded like they was planning. TT Skull. So yeah, bro. He uploaded his picture and allegedly, I mean, he got bit by a couple mosquitoes allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Mosquitoes had a time on the wrist. You know what I'm saying? And he had to pull out the JoJo fight. You know what I'm saying? Now the JoJo fight is off. Yeah. Oh no, the bad Bron said bad bug. They do bite in patterns, man. Don't ask me how I know. You know what I'm saying? I've been bit a time or two.
Bite your ass in threes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Oh man, Ron, I'm not gonna lie. It might be, bro, because I'm not gonna even hold you. I've been bitten, and they get busy. Yeah, man. I done been attacked by some bed bugs, man. Word up, man. Caught myself getting a hotel room one time and turn the light off. You know, when you I do my research. So you go to sleep, your body temperature increase, it attracted the heat, all that good stuff. Bite you, kind of like, I think it's supposed to like numb your shit so you don't feel it initially, and then you boom, and next thing you know. But yeah, I definitely been bit before, man. I had to get my money back and everything. The room looked clean and everything until you get to peeling back the corners. And the misconception about bed bugs is that something is dirty. right? Like it's just dirty there. That's not the case. You get what I'm saying? But people be having them little infestation problems in them hotels, man. I got bit up, bro. I had a bite on my arm that, man, that shit was, man, it was, man, I don't want to exaggerate, like a keychain or something. Like, you know, the ring on the keychain are bigger. It's pretty damn big, bro. I got tore up. I'm telling you, I got that sweet bug. They get right to me, find me and get to me. So, but anyway, you know, I was looking forward to this fight because despite what his dad is doing with his career, I just think he too much in the picture. That's all. Like, I'm not saying fire him, don't work with him, don't let him train. No, I'm not, none of that. I ain't weird like that. Now, you started with him. If y'all can make it work, finish with him. I'm not calling for you to fire your dad, but just to let go of your hand a little bit. It's almost like you holding his pocket, and y'all gonna see in the little interview I'm about to pull up that they did. I think it was Fight Hype they did it with, but yeah, it just you gotta let him. He in the fight business. You gotta let him grow up a bit. That's all. People be wanting to interview him, and you just be right there, just grilling him. It give me hostage vibes. Like, it's giving me like blink twice or look to the left twice if you in danger. Like, I'm getting them kind of like he be looking at him like you say the wrong thing. Like, you get me? I ain't saying that's what's going on, but it be looking so crazy. Like, his son be all bashful, like he want to say what he want to say, and then he'll just like, what you gonna see? Like, I'm definitely having fun with this at Auntie Sko expense. It's one of the few times I do have some fun with the boxing. It's all love, though. I don't dislike him as a fighter, but his dad just need to let him be a man. Like, the way he did Tevin Farmer, he's a man. You hear me? And I ain't need to see that to know he was a man. But you get what I'm saying. Like, he in the hurt business. He beating ass. You get what I'm saying? He getting in there and whooping ass, bro. So you just got to let him grow into the fighter that he's going to be. Get what I'm saying? Let him be that man. Let him answer some questions that might be tough or uncomfortable. I don't know. But trust, you almost, like, what I'm saying is basically, before I pull the video up, it look like he don't be trusting the son. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to put too much there. Like, they look like they get along pretty damn good, but it just looked like, you know, and I guess as a parent, it's like, this is, I've done this since he was yay high type deal, man. Like, this my baby boy, right? I guess it's that, but still want to let him be. Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't feel like him and Bill, they outspoken guys, but they go about shit differently. I still think when Devin needs to, when it's time for him to speak, he speaks, right? It's just Bill does more of it, right? Because he's an outspoken guy. That's his demeanor, right? That's his personality. But I don't feel like he's holding Devin's hand or got Devin holding his pocket. Like, you get me? I don't feel like it's a hostage situation, right? I feel like Dad more so, Bill say something too crazy, Dad would give him a look. Like, you get me? That's not the case over there. It's vice versa. It's like, you know who, all right, put it this way. You know who's in control, and Bill will tell you that. And not just tell you that, but you'll see it over time if any situation occurs where it needs to be displayed as to who's the talent, right? It's Devin. It's not the case over there with them Schofield folks, with the Schofield people, right? I done heard, you know, some of the guys that was heavy advocates of them have some of the worst things to say about him because of the dad and how he's moving. It's not so much the son, right? He's like a casualty to the things that his dad do in the relationships that he might, where he rubbed people the wrong way, the bridges that he burned or whatever the case, man. But his son gonna catch the bullets at the end of the day. Just the same way he's gonna catch the punches when he fight. You might as well let him be a man, is all I'm saying. I'm saying that, father to father shit. Like, let his man grow, man. He out here beating ass. You get me? Let him do an interview by himself where you ain't looking like, bro, if you say something wrong, don't say too much. Like, it's time you completing it. You can't be in his interviews completing his sentences, bro. That shit is tough to watch. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gonna see that. I'm gonna pull that up. Shout out to Paul. Y'all double tap the screen. Hit that like button. Buy the cereal. Said to buy the cereal. Me, I respected my dad a lot. Never really went against his advice. Nah, I get it. That's why I say the advice is cool. Like, got him. That's your son. I ain't saying don't be there, but still allow him to be him, a man of his own. And when I see you completing sentences for him and you got him in the interview looking like a damn hostage, get me? I just feel crazy about it. Like, I'm like, bro, let this man talk. And then sometimes he naturally he deferred to his dad. He'll be saying something and then like, all right, man, enough of the talking, man. Y'all heard me talking enough. Y'all just support the grind. We gonna get to this, man. We gonna get to it. Them Schofield people coming right up, man. You can only call Schofield after 9 minutes of free. So his dad said, man, remember, man, dad, he ain't have a phone, no, so he wasn't even controlling this on social. I'm like, yo, none of the fighters do that, bro.
Floyd Schofield and his father, Senior.
Fighters at least, you know, control their own socials, bro. I get it, distraction is, but they all got to go through it. See, this shit about to make me laugh. See, I'm trying to chill, bro. Schofield said, bro, you got his cocaine with Glenn. You know, auntie heard that woman send the kid out the room. I knew what time it. That's what I'm saying. It's like seeing that too, Shower. You kind of know who in control over there. He's sitting over there, just postured. All right, let me just play it, bro. Let me just chill. All right, we're gonna
Fight hype here with Floyd Schofield and his father, Senior. Obviously, I'm hitting you guys up because I saw the news that you just recently put out there. Suffered a hand injury, got to pull out of the fight. Let's just jump right into it. What exactly happened? I mean, obviously, I assume something happened in training while you were preparing for the fight, right?
Yeah, I was sparring. I don't know if my dad posted the video yet, but I had threw an uppercut, and when I threw the uppercut, you know, I kind of had my hand in the wrong, kind of like the wrong, you know, what do you call it? Position. Was it the wrong position, and it kind of just bent backwards. And then after, you know, I shook my hand, but I did like 5 more rounds after that. Then I got in the bag. So the doctor told me that it was probably just you added more damage on than you should have. So. And I was trying to kill I be trying to kill my sparring partners too sometimes. I know it's not, but I'm preparing for a fight, and I was just throwing out with all power since it was like my last sparring session, and yeah, it hurt my hand.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, stuff happens.
Man, he's a little bashful too. You could tell. Like I think he'll naturally break away from that if Pops allow him to just grow a bit more as a man. You know, and I get it. It could be hard to let go because you're getting shit, baby boy. So I mean, no disrespect by my comments, but that's what the people. I'm of the people. I'll be out from the outside looking in, and you use this platform to facilitate lies about a fight that y'all ended up pulling out of, and you could understand some of the criticism that he gonna get with this pullout too. And then it being so close to the fight, then you post the injury. And look, I swear it looked like a damn bad bug bites. Now that Ron said it and Aunt McQueen brought that to my attention. Yeah, I've been bit by it. I know how they get down. Not saying it's that for sure, but his shit didn't even look swollen. And I know looks could be deceiving. Maybe it's some shit internally. I don't know, but that just didn't look like it was worth. You was better off just showing that your shit was wrapped up like how you sitting in this interview, if you ask me.
Happens while you're training. I know fighters usually go into fights. I mean, I know everyone says, you know, I'm 100%, but I know you guys go into fights with injuries, dings, and this, that, and the other. When the injury happened, did you know right away?
I'm trying to chill. I'm not trying to go
like
here.
you said, you went on another 5 rounds, or was it just something where you were like, that hurts a little bit. Maybe we should get it checked out.
I think it was more so when I was sparring. I was like, okay, like how you can get tennis elbow from extending your elbow. I just probably like it was something I just got to put ice on. Then that night and then in the morning, it was swelling up and it was red.
Probably what it do.
My dad was like, well, we'll just get it checked out. And when we went to the doctor, they had told me, well, luckily it was no fractures. I didn't break it, but it ended up being a grade 2 sprain. Like I torn some ligaments in there. Whatnot, so.
When you talk to the doctor, is it a situation?
I'm just asking. I'm just because I'm curious. I see the picture. It just didn't look like a lot of swelling there. It just looked odd for it to be like 3 dots. Like you hurt yourself. I don't know. He got me curious because I'm ignorant to this stuff, meaning I don't know, right? So I'm not trying to accuse him and nothing. I'm really genuine, interested or curious. And he got me wanting to look up injuries. Like he's saying he tore like little ligaments and shit. And it was like what'd he say? Something 2 sprain or something like that. Got me just looking like, because I would think naturally it'd be some type of swelling or some inflammation. I don't know, something. It'll be something there. Just 3 damn bad bug bites. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Eyebrow said Doug Schofield. I don't think he ducking though, but pulling out is starting to become a thing though, because you got Ashton Seal fight. I think it was a rib. You obviously had the Shakur Stevenson. That was a mess. And now you got this one. I'm not sure if it was another one in between. It's possible, but I know that's at least about 3. So yeah, it's becoming a normal thing now. So people gonna question, like, you know, is it something with you, or is it something you got to worry about with injuries, or is it just the normal wear and tear of the grind?
Where, you know, he's basically recommending to you, nah, you probably need to pull out of this fight, or ultimately is that a decision that you guys have to make?
And real quick, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to mix them. There's a certain somebody a while ago that had fought with some hand injury and some other shit. I'm not saying they had the same injury, but you see what I'm saying? People not as soft as you think they are when you're willing to get in the ring, knowing that you're injured, and then you come up out of there with a win and they call you soft for it. Just think about that. Yo, I'm telling you, Ant, me too. I got to.
Made the
and
decision
I don't want to say
myself.
nothing crazy without
because the doctor told me it's going to take 3 to 6 weeks to heal. And so, you know, everybody, injected this. No, but he's a young man growing into his grown man body, and he hits very hard. So I had to make that decision. We're in line for the world title, and then the contender on the IBF. Do I send him in there with one hand? Do I think he will beat JoJo still? Yes. But do you risk that damage in that hand where now, you know, it's just too much at risk to put him in there with one hand? That, as a businessman, that would be the dumbest thing to do. So I have to listen to the doctor. Then I called Michael Miller, my advisor, called Oscar, and everybody like, yo, he's a growing young boy that hit very hard. Sit this one out. And so after everybody told me, you know, then I got to let go of my ego because he wanted to still fight.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yesterday I was telling my dad, I still got my left hand. My dad was like, you cannot be thinking like that. Like,
right, you got to think business. So what? We giving up a mid-6-figure check. I mean, anybody would be like, damn, you know, you're giving away a lot of money. But
so maybe the red dot shot could be like bleed. They saying like possibly bleeding under the skin due to trauma.
Capillaries or something like that, but I'm looking for photos. I don't see nothing like that. That's not to say that this didn't happen to him, like he didn't sprain his wrist. Curious. It's very well possible. Yeah, but I definitely or the first thing that I thought was like, did he have some type of emergency surgery to repair the wrist? Maybe those 3 dots were incisions or something. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah,
or maybe he just itchy. He just got the dust mite.
I'm gonna go with leeches because my guy Cal don't tell no lies, and my guy Cal said leeches. I'm gonna go with leeches.
But my son is more valuable than money, so I gotta listen to his doctors.
That's time.
I got 2 advices from 2 doctors, MRIs,
2 advices
everything
from
else.
2. What did he say?
Like,
nah, he didn't say that, did he?
Like, damn, you know, you're giving away a lot of money, but my son is more valuable than money, so I gotta listen to his doctors. I got 2 advices from 2 doctors, MRIs, everything else, and both of them like, yo, he have a tear. You take him out of this fight. So
yeah,
that's what's happening. So fans gonna say what they want. It's on them. I put all the proof out there. I can't do nothing. I feel God protected JoJo. I swear to goodness, JoJo is really spiritual, and I think God intervened and allowed JoJo to have a safe passage onto his next fight. That's what I think. Cause Kid been in so many fights.
What? Nah, bro. Did he just say God protected JoJo? What about Kid and his wrist? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what about Tevin Farmer? God ain't protect him like that. I don't see when you try to bring Gio into it, it don't sound right, bro. You just gotta like, bro. Nah, man. He said it was from the uppercuts. Kid said uppercuts. You talking about God protect? Nah, Kid said he was throwing uppercuts. He was throwing a lot of power because he be trying to kill his sparring partner. That's what he just said a couple minutes ago. Yeah, we ain't gonna put. Don't bring the man into it just yet, bro. I think. You know, Kid was throwing uppercuts. He said he had his hand in the wrong. He said, what you call it? He said position. Yeah, I had my hand in the wrong position. You get me? Like, what we doing, yo? Like, nah. Don't try to bring the man into it, bro, because he didn't help Tevin Farmer. You really almost knocked his eye straight. Like, he beat Tevin Farmer ass and cried after that. Nah, bro. Hell nah, it ain't had nothing to do with it. It was Kid and them uppercuts. See, Kid, you gotta chill. Make sure when you throwing that uppercut, your arm is positioned the right, your wrist is positioned the right way, and you ain't trying to kill your sparring partners. You gotta chill, bro. Man, he said he protected JoJo. He provided JoJo a safe passage is crazy.
Never.
Hold on, I gotta run this back.
God protected JoJo. I swear to goodness, JoJo is really spiritual, and I think God intervened and allowed JoJo to have a safe passage onto his next fight. That's what I think. Cause Kid been in so many fights and never tore nothing in his wrist ever.
I work out my hands too.
Right.
My rights.
Well, have you ever had injuries? The hell, right? Injuries happen, bro. But have you had injuries before? Cause see, this ain't the first time you pulled out. Bro, nah, hell nah. I'm still, man, what, man, nah. You know what? We're going to ask the elephant in the room, bro. Folks, because folks still want to know. What happened to you out there in Saudi, man? Like, what? Nah, bro. What happened to you, bro? Nah, because you blame them Saudi people and they ain't rocking with you because of it. They told y'all don't speak of, nah, we still trying to figure out what happened to you with the Shakur fight, bro. And then you expect people, now you out here talking, now you pull up with mosquito bites. You get what I'm saying? Cal said leeches. I'm going to go with leeches / bed bug bites. And we supposed to believe that shit too? I don't know what to believe, bro. I swear I'm not even being funny. I don't know what to believe because when it's his dad talking, there's no telling what he'll come up with. He all bashful. He barely even know how to say his hand was in the wrong position when he got hurt. Like, you needed your dad to finish that for you. I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
So I say for
that was God looking out for Shakur, man.
Help JoJo.
Yeah,
and
right.
That's because I'm on a spiritual basis.
Yeah, that's what it was. God was looking out for
Cole
Shakur.
wouldn't have made it to that damn Zepeda fight, man, if his kid would have been healthy.
Yeah,
so you know what I mean. He needed that safe passage.
Said that Saudi wasp got him. I'm telling you, bro told him it was like they poisoned him, and then he said it was like a masseuse. So y'all got to understand part of my disregard to what he's saying. Safe passage sound crazy. It sound biblical, right? Damn, it sound like he saved him from like he was about to go, right? Like he was about to leave Earth or something. Like he protected JoJo. Man,
saved him from the Lions. Then
but
right,
JoJo got a free pass. He's gonna have a great fight against somebody else, and I hope we can fight him in February. But I think they got us fighting for a title in February. But I don't know.
Have you?
He been about to fight for a title for like the last 2 or 3 fights. I know I'm not tripping. Next gen was good with it. I know I'm not tripping. Corey definitely had the crystal ball, predicted the title lead up. Yeah, because he told you what it was. It wasn't a crystal ball. Shit, listen to the build up. If you still got any questions about that, the man told you it was a masseuse lady. He made up a person. But that's enough said, bro. I ain't got to go through the details, bro. If anybody questions Shakur, you just don't like him at this point.
You mentioned you talked to Oscar.
These dudes, he said a tow truck driver stopped him from going to jail with planted drugs in the car.
Informed of the whole
said no cop ever.
Have they officially talked to you guys about what's going to happen? I mean, is he going to continue with the fight? Is your fight with him going to be rescheduled, or is that just up in the air right now?
It's going to be rescheduled. I know it's going to be rescheduled.
I want that fight still.
And it's not our fault. It's not our fault, technically. He's injured. Right. So it don't fall on us. It just, they got to find JoJo another opponent that's in shape, willing to fight JoJo within 2 weeks. And JoJo was the first person I messaged and asked him for the opportunity and sent him the proof because he worked hard for this fight. So, you know, he was the first person I had to approach before I went to Oscar or anybody. I went to JoJo and told him I hope we could meet in February or March.
Oh, we can't just win. He win his fight in 2 weeks. We can meet in February.
Right.
I'm still be in the gym. I was actually running with my arm like this, all stiff. And that's when Dad took me off the treadmill and told me like he's not gonna allow it. So I was like, damn.
Right. That's actually kind of cool that you guys contacted JoJo first. Usually the fighter is the last one to find out. So that was actually pretty stand up of you guys.
Technically. Sound like
food poisoning. So obviously, I mean, when you hear news
they
like
this,
this,
said it, bro. He's
you know,
too many lies
next
gen.
Like
Too many lies, bro.
Business wise, the smart thing to do is to just kind of say, you know what, let's hold off on this and wait. But obviously, as far as PR is concerned, right? It's going to be the second fight that you guys had to pull out of, and I'm sure your biggest fans, your critics, right?
Still gonna be in the gym. You get what I'm saying? Come
Here
on,
we
bro.
go
Should be
again.
sounding
So,
crazy.
how difficult was it to make that decision, knowing that, you know what, we're going to catch a little bit of backlash for this?
The critics gonna say what they want, but the first fight, the Shakur fight, we didn't pull out of that. The British Board of Commissions pulled us out of the fight and took our license. They would not allow us to fight.
Here we go.
People Google that the British Board of Commission pulled us
what
out of the
then?
fight.
Good point.
He did not pull out of the fight. This is the first fight. No, he broke his rib in one fight when he was supposed to fight Ashton.
I had a torsion too on my testicles. I had to get surgery on my testicles.
Like, he's a growing kid that hit very hard. So what can you say?
Always talking about how hard he hit, bro. Shut up, man. Damn.
To say is God, you know, they're gonna say what they're gonna say, but God have a way of showing it in the next fight. In the next fight, they'll say something totally different after we get out the ring in the next fight. So it is what it is. It's like a wave. That's life. It's gonna be a wave, ups and downs, and we prepared for it.
Yeah, but you causing them though. You talking about we prepared for you causing them. He got to have some of the worst luck out of any boxer that we watched today. Ashton Silva was a great fight. You didn't make it there. Shakur Stevenson, even better fight. Best opportunity by far. You didn't make it there. Jojo Diaz, a winnable fight. That's why I don't think he's scared of him or ducking him or none of that. But this man said it's a rib and it's something to his testicles. God damn.
Oh, my Lord.
He got the worst luck in the world, bro. He got the worst luck in the world, bro. And he always look like he just, I don't know, he just bashful, I guess. That's what it is. But that's because his dad's sitting right there, right? Like, kid, man, blink 3 times if you in trouble, bro. Go ahead.
But we did everything we had to do as men. We went to our business partners, told them we can't do it.
Look
we
to the
asked
left
their advice. They said, don't do it.
Wrong.
We went to
Go
JoJo.
Just look out the window. Look out the window right now.
Everybody that's involved. And we are postponing it. We're going to fight JoJo. We are postponing our part of it. That's all that's happening.
Yeah.
What?
I gotta
they
ask
postponing y'all part of it.
Seem like, I don't want to say you're okay with it. That's not really the phrase I'm looking for. But you seem like you accept that these things happen in boxing and the sport. But
Mike's stupid.
Is it frustrating at the same time? Is it frustrating to know, oh man, here comes another hiccup, when I'm sure you guys are ready to, you know, get onto the bigger stage, to get the bigger fights, to get the bigger names. So just having this happen, I mean, like I said, you guys look like you're okay with it, but at the same time, is it frustrating?
No, because God is the grand architect. We're not in control of nothing. We're not even in control of our breathing. God is in control of every aspect of what's happening. And if God said, y'all not sit this one out, because we still in line for the world title. That's the thing, people. We don't have to fight
this
JoJo.
Man keep bringing God into it, and I mean this so with all due respect, bro. Like, this is why I don't like when people do that, when they force it into conversation, because it's like, yo, you was just riding around, you was just riding dirty. You were just riding dirty a training camp or two ago. A couple training camps ago, you was riding dirty. You said your tow truck driver got you up out of there. You said you was harboring kids. They done sent the SWAT to your house. They done flattened it. And they're like, bro, come on, man. Like, you was about to threaten Keyshawn on in public, like on a live interview. Now he's trying to sell us his spiritual journey shit, man. Damn, bro. Just talk about what happened in Saudi. See, this is the problem that I got, man. I mean this respectfully. You always telling us all this shit we already heard, and never tell us what we don't know. He don't never tell us what we want to know. It's always all this extra information, bro. God's in control. Yeah, we not even controlling our breathing. Yeah, God control. Like, come on, bro. All right, bro. Like, we get it, bro. We get it. But what happened?
The young man said, and my testicles was hurt. Yeah, and he punched hard too.
You know, he a growing boy. He punch hard. It's like, what that got to do with him getting surgery on his testicles, bro? And I mean, now his wrist, yeah, because, you know, he punched so hard. Like, every time, like, everything, his rib got hurt because he punched so hard too, huh? 702, what it do, homie? God damn, bro, this dude.
We fighting for the world title anyway. JoJo was just a tune-up for us. That's all that was. And then we the #1 contender after Cruz and Mortaia fight for that world title. So we're in position for 2 world titles. God said, sit down, y'all, and let JoJo do what he need to do. So God architect that. So to us, we say we have no control. What can you do? Argue with God?
I'm sorry, yeah. I just hate when somebody sit up here and tell me what God said when we know you ain't talked to nobody. Ain't nobody told you nothing, bro. Damn. The man he was throwing uppercuts in the gym. His form wasn't right. He tweaked his joint. Now y'all gotta sit out. Just leave it there. You try to go all deep, man. You said God is about to send JoJo on the safe passage. What if JoJo go out there and get stopped? Now, seriously though, I'm not even trying to be funny. What if JoJo go out there and get piston shit beat down his leg? And he's sitting up here talking about how God protected JoJo. What if he go get his ass beat though? He better win. JoJo better win. If he fight, he better win. I'm gonna go back to this. I'm gonna go right back to this, bro. What I'm basically getting at is when people just do too much. That's why you just need to let the talent be the interview, man. That's all I'm saying. Can we get one interview where you ain't sitting next to him like you holding his pocket or something? Damn, bro. Like, let the man speak. He the one injured. We want to hear from him. We don't care what you talking about. You've been in line for a title for 2-3 fights. First it was the Tank, and you said it, y'all gonna fight for the WBA title. I don't know. But then we in line for the IBF title. You not fighting no Raymond Mortaia, no Andy Cruz, or none of that shit. I can guarantee you that. How do I know that? You still talking about how y'all can fight? Come on, man. You just be throwing shit out there and saying what's stick. He been promising title fights for the longest, bro. Man, the closest thing he got to being right is Tank retiring, but not for the reason he said. Man, let's get back to this. Shout out to Kid Austin.
It's different. Yeah, I was frustrated.
I ain't mad at
but
you.
When they told me like my dad was saying, I'm in line for the title. And I'm 23. Why risk going in a fight and I could damage my hand even more? You know, probably tear some more ligaments, make it worse, and then you don't get to fight that title for the title when it's vacant or whatever. So I was like, you know what? That's true.
Yeah.
Especially when it's
you gotta be a good to the young boxers, the ones that's like us, we contractors, we work for ourselves. Your investment is your hands. You gotta take care of your hands, you gotta look out for your body.
Y'all signed the Golden Boy. Damn, ain't Oscar moving y'all? Like, what's going on? Why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep trying to mind fuck the people? Don't you fight on Golden Boy? Like, what's going on? We're independent contractors. We fight for ourselves. Like, stop, man. Stop. We seen that long ass message from Oscar telling y'all he had it figured out, and then y'all pull out game was crazy. Man, this dude, bro, we independent contractors. See, nah, bro, you fight on Golden Boy and it's okay. It's good that you have somebody to represent you. Oscar is the Golden Boy, right? He got skin in the game, bro. It's not a bad thing that you represented by Golden Boy. Unless I'm missing something. If somebody correct me, pardon me if I'm getting it wrong.
50%. We're not those type of people. We want to deliver what the fans
like,
pay
look,
for. They work
dig this. They on one end, they try to make it seem like they're making all the moves are his dad, not they. His dad, all the moves ourselves. We independent contractors. We got this lined up. We got this, and then it's Oscar. I don't know what's next. It's Oscar, and then I don't know. And then we fighting this, and we in line for a title, but I don't know. That's what he just said. We in line for a title, but I don't know. And then turned around a couple minutes later and talked about he in line for the IBF title. So we in line for 2 titles. We're gonna be fighting for 2 titles. We're not gonna fight in Biscuit. We're not gonna fight in Biscuit and hurt. Man. and risk getting hurt. Risk getting hurt. Yeah, man, that's a funny one. And risk getting hurt.
For their money. So just make sure y'all take care of your hands if y'all a contractor, because that's how you feed your family. And if you're 23 years old, you got at least another 10 years.
Who got brittle hands now? Who got brittle hands now? Remember he was talking all that shit with Core? Who got, see? Is it karma? I don't know what it is, because it be you putting out all the energy. Your
so you can pass on a fight, especially we fight 4 times a year.
Not checking you.
Fight again in 3 months. So it's like, what's the big deal? But young fighters, take care of your hands. Don't let people pressure you. Because if they pressure you and you damage your hands even more where you can't fight no more, The fans move on to the next person.
Explanation of how
You're just a
moment
moment in their life, just a moment. So just remember that and take care of your hands. Don't be pressured to what people
and they still
say.
call them
How you make money? You need your money makers.
Yeah, true. That's true. Kid, let me ask you real quick, just because you did go through. I mean, how many weeks were you in camp now?
About like 13. Would have been going on 14 this week because I was training before. If you go on my Instagram, y'all can see I was training even before I found out who my opponent was.
Because they kept pushing it back.
They kept pushing the fight.
Right.
They back that offered to fight to Lucas Body. He turned it down. Then negotiation with Muay Thai. He asked too much for the budget of the zone at this point. So it was like we was working trying to get these fights.
Bro,
but they kept
L-Dub, is you in here, bro? God damn, fill me in, because he the plug. They was negotiating with Muay Thai? When that happened? Because I always heard Muay Thai was Muay Thai and Andy Cruz. Was they thinking about this fight? He said Muay Thai asked for too much. Ain't he the champion? I just want to make sure I got my information right. That's all. Like, if he negotiated with him, all right, cool. But I just never heard that nowhere. I ain't saying it can't be true because we ain't see it nowhere. But ain't he in line to fight Andy Cruz? Ain't he the world champion? He asked who for too much? See, I just got questions. That's all. And because I don't believe him, y'all. I'm gonna be pretty blunt and straight up. I don't believe Senior. I just don't believe him ever since he did all that bogus shit. Like when he told me, or I feel like he was talking to me, when he told us that a tow truck driver is the reason that he didn't get cuffed with drugs planted in the car, I knew all bets was off. Like if anybody been in them kind of situations, show me somebody, or even just come tell me a situation where you seen that happen. I'm telling you, bro, the tow truck driver would have been in the car next to him cuffed. I can guarantee you. Before they let him go and just cut off of what somebody said, and then what did they do? Just take the drugs and go, like, okay, we're going to take your word for it. Somebody planted drugs, no investigation and nothing. Y'all got it. Like, I hate to drag out our memory lane, but I'm just trying to get people to understand. I ain't being unfair to this dude. He was unfair to the boxing community, introducing and inviting all them fucking lies.
And they finally got JoJo to say,
but then this
happened.
Yeah, well, kid, like
now y'all going the IBF route or the
WBA
route. Y'all fighting for tank title
on the regular or anything like that. Yeah. But having gone through a 13-14 week camp, and you were basically about to hit peak week. I'm assuming so. You have all this energy, this pent up energy through camp that you were ready to unleash onto JoJo. What do you do now to kind of, put that energy someplace else? Like, do you continue to train? I mean, you already said you were still trying to run with your messed up hand. So what do you do for the next 3 to 6 weeks? Do you just chill? Go on vacation?
Behind down.
Yeah, they said
sit down before we get in camp for February fight. We fight in February.
They told me I can't use my dad and
I believe it's Lucas Body in February.
Okay.
If we take it this time, if it's not, it's going to be for the world title if Tank come back down.
I want my belt
because we the mandatory. So we got to see what Tank going to do after his fight. If he's going to come back down or he's going to vacate it.
Why do
so
he keep saying? Why do he keep
so
promising
he's going to
people titles?
rest. Then we're going to get back in camp and get ready for that fight.
I can't.
So y'all in line to fight for the IBF and the WBA.
I'm right-handed.
Now
you're
asking,
bro.
Right-handed.
You say something like that.
No. So I'm going to ask you about that situation in a minute, but just getting back to you, kid. So how do you do that? How do you sit down for 3 to 6 weeks and just not do anything when I got to go do something? Like, is that going to be hard for you?
No, not really. I think.
Stop lying.
Well,
Stop lying.
It is okay. It is.
He get on my nerves.
It is gonna be hard. I'm gonna get bored, of course, but you gotta think about it. Like one wrong.
He get on my nerves. Stop lying. Stop lying.
If it's not fully healed,
stop lying.
You can mess it up even worse.
Get on my nerves.
So I feel like when you want to do something, you gotta think about your career first. Like, is it worth me not being able 100%. To fight for a long period of time and me not being able to support my kid? I think that's just gonna be the hardest part, being bored. Like when I tried to play the game yesterday, I couldn't even hold the controller. I was like, nah, not worth it. So I had to sit down. I watched the baseball game. The Dodgers suck, by the way. You guys.
When you tried to play the game, the doctor told you not to play the game.
No, this was before I.
No, you told
No, I seen it. No, I was.
See what I do?
No, I was playing the game in the.
Nah, he told on himself because you still doing shit. If you hurt, then why are you playing the game? Your dad's saying you telling on yourself, and you saying you was trying to play the game before you sprained it. But why would it give you a problem if you didn't sprain it yet? Why would you even bring it up? D-Ray, what's good with it, fam? So I don't know. That shit just didn't sound right to me. I'm gonna run it back just a bit. It just sounded a little
being
fishy.
bored. Like when I tried to play the game yesterday, I couldn't even hold the controller. I was like, nah, not worth it. So I had to sit down. I watched the baseball game. The Dodgers suck, by the way. You guys.
When you tried to play the game, the doctor told you not to play the game.
No, this was before I.
No, you told yourself.
No, I seen it. No, I was.
See what I do?
No, I was playing the game in the morning. I woke up and I played the game.
Bro, do it now. And y'all just heard that the same way I did. Do that sound like they're telling the truth? I swear it sounds like he lying. They do it to themselves, bro. They definitely do it to.
Sound like you said that was before I sprained it.
Yeah, he tried to say
That's
it
what
was
it sound
before. But why would it not be worth it? And why would it even be worth mentioning that you tried to play the game as if you had some type of difficulty while you was trying to do it? Then his dad like, well, why would you be trying to play the game? He told you not to do it. Nah, this was before. Cat, they got bit by mosquitoes, y'all. Cal said leeches, so I'm going to say leeches too. Ron said bed bugs, so I think it's bed bugs too. Bed bugs, mosquitoes, and leeches, y'all. It ain't no damn spring.
The doctor said no.
The doctor said when we seen the doctor. We've seen the doctor a couple hours.
After.
Yeah.
You played the game before you saw the doctor.
But yeah, I just go back to think it's not worth it, you know.
Leeches, mosquitoes, and bed bugs.
Like, cause you could hurt your hand doing anything for real. Especially when it's already hurt. So
yeah. Is it tough? Is it tough for you, senior? Is it like? I mean, obviously you got you got the trainer hat, you got the dad hat. Are you constantly checking in on him? Like, what you doing?
No, I need a drink, and I'm on my righteous path, and I gotta try to stay focused.
Oh man.
Yo, that's a lot. Camp saw a lot of money that came out of my pocket. Then you giving away this money. Then the team can't eat their bonuses because you can't fight, so you still gotta give them a bonus.
Right.
You got to deal with the promoter, and they start playing the next fight and deal with the network.
Yeah, independent contractors.
I still got to hit them up. You know, so it's like, you know, my job just beginning, and then got to deal with the public and the interviews and this and that. So
and I didn't get to wear my outfit. My outfit was fire.
You can wear it next fight.
You can wear for the next fight.
Why y'all wonder why we not having them do interviews? Y'all asked me because you see that I wonder about my outfit.
I'm for real though. That outfit was fresh,
bro. What?
But anyway,
that's why you don't let him do interviews, because he talking about his outfit, some shit he gonna wear. There's all them fighters be worried about their outfit. They be putting them shits together, man. Shit, Crawford had a dope joint with the Desperado joint. Who had another one? Shout out to my guy behind the hands TV. Ray Leaf Ali, Ray Talib had a dope ass fight fit. So a couple of these core had a dope ass one. His shit was the fantastic rock dude. There's a lot of these guys though. A lot of these dudes be having some dope fits. You know what I'm saying? A lot of ain't nothing wrong.
But
that's why you don't let them do it.
I hope the fans stay with us. The true fans gonna stay with us in the next fight. We gonna do what we gotta do.
Oh shit, I got the proof out there. Ain't nothing.
Hey, that don't matter. The fans,
that is true.
Them motherfuckers will come up with, oh, it's Photoshop, oh, it's rigged, oh, you know, and it's a weird era.
It's AI now. It's AI.
Bro, what?
Bro, it's AI.
Ain't no damn AI, bro. Mosquito bites, leeches, and bed bugs. God damn it. And what happened in Saudi? I still want to know. I'm gonna want to know that for the rest of his career. Oh, I'm gonna want to know what happened in Saudi for the rest of his career. They never gonna tell us. That's the crazy part. And people just act like there was nothing wrong with that. The whole story was bogus. I'm saying some real little Richard-esque.
Just want my
Little Richard.
I don't care. They could Lucas Body, JoJo.
And the best.
I mean,
whoever
they want to fight the top, whoever in the top 5 for the title. So it don't matter to me.
You know, speaking of Lucas Body, obviously he's with Jake Paul, MVP Promotions. Sounds like you got a little downtime. You guys thinking about heading out to Miami, checking out that Jake versus Tank card or not?
I thought it was in Atlanta.
No, it's in Miami now. It got moved.
Oh damn.
Nah, we're not really beef for that. You know, this is the only break we get. But then we fight right back in. Usually we get a short break, then right back in camp. So this is the only break.
I'm trying to
we wait for
celebrate
the holidays.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is his son's first Thanksgiving, first Christmas, first everything. So at least get to sit during that time with them and not in camp. So
It sounds like you guys got plans. You gonna go on vacation or anything, or no? You just gonna chill at home?
Ready to get back in camp in 4 weeks and get ready for this world title, whatever they put before us. Because now we got to make another statement. Because of course it could get thrown now. So we're gonna have to make another. statement.
And for the people out there, my hand. It hurts
was
in
good,
pain, of
homie.
course. I mean, it's sprained. It's a grade 2 sprain, but like I'm gonna be back. Like nothing. Dude, y'all might see me in sparring with this hand behind my.
Y'all ever seen a sprain with no swelling? I'm just curious, yo. Only dots, man. What somebody say? Stuck his wrist in the ant bag. Stuck his hand in the ant bag. Got bit by a couple fire ants. Man got bit by fire ants.
You guys,
are
you gonna have to do anything different as far as like rehabbing the hand or anything, or
They just said just ice it and
Yeah.
rest it. You know how hard it is though. So luckily, I know how to do stuff with my left hand, but I'm not as good with my left hand as my right. Luckily, I can still write and stuff, but you know,
There's some things you can't do.
Yeah,
you
know,
not even supposed to be doing nothing.
I know.
That's the thing. You're not supposed to be doing nothing.
I know, and then you know how hard it is, like I tried to make my breakfast this morning. I was getting frustrated.
Most young guys are like that, man. Like I don't get it. The doctor could say don't do nothing, and they got to test it out.
No, because look,
I don't get
my
young
dad,
men,
my dad,
doctors. Oh, Lord.
my dad was figuring out stuff on what to do this morning, so he couldn't make my
fire
breakfast.
as a wrap his
My,
arm, yeah.
my baby mom, she was asleep. My son is 1, and my brother, he lazy. He don't even know how to cook. So who am I gonna go to make my breakfast? So I was
Wake
like,
the
you know what?
girlfriend up. That's the first option. Wake the girlfriend up. I can't cook my breakfast. I need the breakfast cook. I can't flip the pan. But young
I ain't
men
gonna
don't
do that.
think like that. See? Young
I was
men-
getting frustrated. I even threw the spatula. I'm serious. I threw the spatula, almost hit my brother because I was getting mad. Just trying to scramble them eggs.
It's 2025 though. You could DoorDash something. Just DoorDash it.
Yeah, but I was still like this morning. I woke up.
He didn't know yet.
Yeah, I was still.
He was making his meal prep. He didn't know that we was pulling him out the fight.
Yeah, I was still eating my.
Oh wow.
So
what the fuck
I
does
had
that
to eat
got
my
to do
food.
with it though?
So
wow.
Still using
Were
the
you-
shit that
were
they
you
tell them not
upset?
to use.
You just said he didn't even know.
That's some odd.
Did he wake up and not know that his wrist was sprained or
Don't
something?
pull me out. I want to keep going.
I'm sorry.
Like,
That's
was there a
just
little
not
back and forth?
confusing, bro.
I got my left
Like,
hand. I
what-
can knock him out with my left
When
hand.
did you get?
Like, yo, you
God
want
knows,
10
like,
rounds
bro,
with just
what-
one hand?
all right,
This
bro.
is JoJo.
What-
This is a
I'm not-
swarmer. This is
y'all
guy
lying.
hitting behind the head. This
Y'all
ain't no
lying.
easy fight. This is
Right.
a former champion and
That's
Olympian.
lies.
You don't go out there with one hand against that
Yeah.
caliber fighter. This ain't no taxi driver.
Yeah.
Y'all, you know I can knock him out. So, you know, I had to calm down like, yo, you're a businessman. You got a whole team relying on you. If something happened where you damage that more, these people lose their job. Like, you got to think as a leader. You can't think it's just a boy boxing no more. So he finally caught it and was like, all right, cool. Let them know.
Yeah, I kept saying I got my left hand because I do. I go in there with my left hand, but they don't want me to.
He's for you. He was programmed that way, but you know, you could see the business.
But you know how uncomfortable this is?
Count on this. They got salaries off of this, and gotta continue to run.
It's like super uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look comfortable, man. To have something wrapped around your head. Yeah, it's like an extra 2 pounds just carrying around.
I slept for like
Man,
only 3
I
hours
has-
last night.
Really, jeez.
My dad he came woke me up to run. He come back. I'm like, I think I was asleep for like another hour. He come back. He's like, yo, you ain't even get up. Like,
Man, so that's it. So I apologize to the fans. I hope they continue to ride with us.
Shout out to Fight Hype, man.
Just can you rewind it a second? Did he just say that his dad woke him up to run?
Yeah, he said some shit.
Is that
like
what he said?
No, it doesn't look comfortable, man. To have something wrapped around your head. Yeah, it's like an extra 2 pounds just carrying around.
I slept for like only 3 hours last night.
Really, jeez.
My dad he came woke me up to run. He come back. I'm like, I think I was asleep for like another hour. He come back. He's like, yo, you ain't even get up. Like,
Man, so that's it. So
That
I
shit is so
apologize.
confusing because a couple minutes ago he said that his father advised him not to run, not to do nothing.
Do you see what I'm saying, bro? Thank you, yo. Because I'm up here feeling like I'm singling them out and being too hard, man. But nah, you're clearly lying, bro.
He said like 5 minutes ago, my dad, he said, I still want to train. I want to be in the gym. I want to run. My dad told me not to run, not to do nothing. Now, before the interview ends, he woke him up to run. Like, what the hell is going on here?
You explain playing the game. Even like think about it, and the way it was like set up, like the way you started talking about it, it was off of what you can't do. And you was like, well, I even tried to play the game. And you get me, and this is like, nah, I tried to play it earlier. It's like, bro, are you hurt or not? Because it sound like you not. Sound like your dad tried to save you. You ain't even get it. I don't know, man. Sports is full of games, man. You just never know. I wouldn't be this hesitant to believe these people if his father just wasn't he's just not a trustworthy guy. He's not a guy that you could take what he say serious, bro. He say anything. He say anything. And I don't know about that, bro. I don't know, man. That shit just sounds sketchy. It sounds sketchy, man. He woke you up to run after you say he told you don't run. Then he told you ain't even wake. Like, bro, I don't know. That shit sound crazy to me.
Because even with the running thing, I'm thinking like, what the hell does running got to do with his wrist? He ain't say he sprained a ligament in his damn in his ankle or something or his knee.
Right.
Like what the hell does your wrist have to do with you running or being on the treadmill or something like that?
Right. That shit is crazy, man. Crazy, man. Overall, I don't know if he hurt, but I just don't trust they moves. He allowing a guy that fabricated a bunch of stories, and I'm gonna say that because not one thing that he said, not one claim that he made was able to be proved or validated by nobody. The only thing that was like factual is that the British Border Control actually pulled him out. But the reasoning behind it is still a mystery. And I don't know, man. I tend to wonder how long he's gonna sit around at 35 too. Because I heard it was some shit with his weight with the Cord Stevenson fight. I don't know. He's sitting there now. I don't know. Like, I don't want to say he look all big or nothing because he don't, but you just never know. Muscles Malone, man. I just don't know. I just think he need to let his son grow up and be his own man. He take the punches anyway. He should just do one interview by himself where you not answering questions for him or standing off to the side. You know what I mean? Giving him that look if he say the wrong thing. Like, that's just not a good look. I know y'all a tag team, but this shit, let him talk. Let him be the talent.
That ain't gonna happen, bro. That shit ain't about to happen. Like Damon was saying, man, he gotta be there to make sure he keeps him in line and he's consistent with the story to the best of his ability. And Senior, in a roundabout way, he alluded to that. Like, yo, you a brand. You can't be thinking like a little boy who's trying to box, you the business, so on and so forth. So part of the business is maintaining your public persona, your profile. So he can't have him up there saying one thing and then he does another interview and he's saying something that's opposed to that. So he got to be right there with him. And hell, even that's not working. Because in one instance, you're saying, oh, well, I was playing the game. That was before I sprained it. Then he cut him off. Mid-sentence. He tried to cut him off. And then he's telling him, then he's saying, oh, well, you know, my dad told me I can't run. I can't do nothing. Then before the interview ends, I didn't really get much sleep because my father woke me up to run. So which one is it?
Right.
Can you not run or is he waking you up to run?
Right.
Did you sprain your wrist before? Did you get diagnosed with a sprain before you played the game? Or was it after you played the game? Like, when the hell was it? Shit is all over the place.
Now, somebody said it was another one on Mill City. If it ain't too long, I'll play it and react to it. But it's just where we at, man. I thought he had a winnable fight with JoJo. No slight to him. He's seen better days, you know. Kid, too young, too fresh for this dude. Think he would have caused him some real problems. Give me 2 seconds. Let me go on mute.
But clearly there was some type of reservation on their behalf, though, because they start bigging up JoJo in the resume. He Olympic medalist and a former champion and all this other stuff. We can't go in there with this guy and we're not at our best. And then that last performance that JoJo had versus Regis Prograis looked kind of dangerous. Had the Rougarou stumbling all about the ring. Yeah, I agree, Next Gen. Sometimes they talk too much. Sometimes they talk too damn much. Just keep the interview brief. Address the public. Hey, y'all, that's the situation. We got the injury, so on and so forth.
Right.
Sorry. See you on the next go round. We'll be back in February. And just boom, that's it. But you go up here, you do this long ass interview, and then now things that you said 10 minutes ago aren't congruent with the things that you say towards the end of the interview.
Yeah.
Like you're debunking your own stories, your own theories and shit. Like, keep it short and concise. Hey y'all, we got hurt.
Is crazy,
bruh. Hey y'all, we got hurt. This situation, grade 2 sprain. Sorry for the fans who were looking forward to the fight.
Right.
Make it up to y'all come February. This situation, boom. And then also the thing with Lucas Body. Oh yeah, you know, we gonna come back and fight Lucas Body in February. We thought you said that Lucas Body didn't want to fight y'all. Now all of a sudden in February, what's gonna change from now to February?
That's what I'm saying. Hopefully he take it this time. Kyle is on fire in the comments. He said,
like what?
He said
Raymond Morataya.
It's raining, man. It's crazy.
Raymond Morataya just got upgraded to full-time champion IBF. You talking about, oh, Raymond Morataya, he wanted too much money. He's the fucking champion.
Yeah, like
what are you talking about? It's just all over the place.
But not Oscar. Yeah, you went to JoJo. That was another red flag too. You went to the fighter talking about, can we get the fight before the guy that's going to facilitate your fights? Make it make sense. On one end, he want to say how Oscar is doing them right and treating them well. And then on the other end, we independent contractors. We work for ourselves. Like, don't say that shit no more, bro. Like, I get what you trying to say, but like, just don't say that.
But it depends on what the promoters want to do. Nigga, 5 minutes ago you said y'all was independent. Now it depends on what the promoters want to do.
It's like,
all over the place.
I get it. Like, y'all not owned, right? Y'all still y'all own. I get it, bro. You started with shit. I get it. But man, you gotta work with people to get these fights, bro. That's all I'm saying. And you trying to make it sound like you don't got to go through the same protocols mostly every other fighter, or pretty much every other fighter is dealing with. Bruh. Especially when you with a golden boy.
Just keep it short. We are so sorry for the fans who were looking forward to the fight. We have to pull out or postpone due to injury, and we'll see y'all later.
Song a little bit too much. He can't get that one. Reef, he got to get his Rain and Men and something else. He got, because Can You Stand the Rain is that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's still that. I can play that right now. I can play that right now. It's Rain and Men. I'm never playing some shit like that. He need to play it. I should do an edit and put that and put that song in the background. You know what I mean? Edit that joint out. I won't be able to put it on the tube, but I'll be able to put it on the other sites. Just put on your Auntie Skull voice. And that's how he was pissing me off, bro. He just don't let him live, man. He was looking at him when he was talking, when he first started talking. He was looking like, bro, if you say something, I'll pop you, man. Right in your shit, man. He said, what's this called? He looked like he'd be nervous next to his dad. He couldn't even remember, like, to say that he had his wrist in the wrong position when he punched. You know what I'm saying? Dude tripping. Dude is tripping. Auntie Skull. All right, let me play this. I hope this the one, y'all, man. Y'all double tap that screen, hit the like button, sub to the channel. We still building, y'all, with my good brother Ant McQueen. We're gonna rock out for a bit more.
I had bent it's sprained.
Let's see what we had to say. Shout out to Mill.
So you threw an uppercut, and where did it land? Did it land? Did he block it? What happened?
Nah, it landed on the top of his head. So when it landed on top of his head, I guess my hand, I don't know, wasn't fully closed.
And not a wrist properly. And the wrist should never shift when you're in a fight if it's wrapped properly.
Yeah.
That's very important. You know, the wrapping of the hands. So when did you catch on to that, Senior? And you just let it go?
Oh, the next morning, his hand was swelled up like a balloon.
Okay.
And it had like these 3 dots,
Man,
like
get the
bone
fuck
was coming
out of
his
here,
skin
bro.
Type So I took him to get an MRI and X-ray, and one
That's
doctor
why
gave
they
his
said it
opinion.
was
Then I went to
worse.
another doctor, and both of them said the same thing.
So you telling me, hold the
their hands.
fuck on, bro. You telling me it was swollen like a balloon and all that swelling went down by the time he took by the time the bed bug bites showed up? So you telling me swelling did that, just left 3 dots? Nah, I'm doing some research. I refuse to go for this. I'm not going, bro. You can't just tell me anything, bro. You can't just tell me anything, bro.
So when did you catch on to that, senior? And you just let it go?
Oh, the next morning, his hand was swelled up like a balloon.
Okay.
And it had like these 3 dots, like if his bone was coming out of his skin type.
Oh
So
my
I
God,
took him to get an MRI and X-ray, and one doctor gave his opinion. Then I went to another doctor, and both of them said the same thing. He
That's
got
his
a
bone
grade
popping
2
out in them 3
sprain,
spots.
and it's
This
going to
shit
take
look
3
like
to
it's
6
good.
weeks for his hand to get back right. His wrist, and they advise don't risk it because he could damage it
They
even
go too
more.
hard to try
It'll
to
be
prove it to you.
unrepairable
They
in a
selling
sense.
us that he's
They said
injured.
just
They're
let
not
it's
telling us he's
repairable
injured.
now if y'all just let it
Updating
rest.
us, they selling it.
Wow.
Look,
So
and he's
yeah,
sitting in there
I
while
did
he's
see the
talking
3
on screen. They
dots. I
selling
did
it,
see
bro.
the 3
I'm
red
not
dots
buying
on
it.
it.
Sorry.
So what's the situation? So is it a sprain? Is it a sprained ligament? Well, what did the doctor rule it?
Asshole. He gonna keep
It's just sprain, a grade 2 sprain, so it has some partially torn ligaments. That's really about it.
He trying to
Your coming back date. When did they say that you could
funny.
actually train in the gym
His
now?
ass is crazy.
I could train whenever.
The next fight is the end of February. You can't train whenever. They said 3 to 6 weeks. You can't do nothing. After 6 weeks,
what the hell?
When did they say that you could actually train in the gym now?
I could train whenever.
the next fight is the end of February. You
Hold on. McQueen, my tripping? My tripping?
Just like in that last video, bro. Hey, I told him he can't run. Yeah, you know, I didn't really get much sleep last night. My dad woke me up to run. Like, nigga, what?
And then
Now
he
can
said
train
they told
whenever.
you not supposed to be doing nothing, though. He even said not playing a game, nothing. But you can train when you want. Is it me, y'all? For the people that's still in here, is it me? Am I reaching? Or are they lying? Is it me or them? Seriously, bro. Like, what did he just say? He could train when he want? What that mean? They told you don't do nothing. What do you mean you could train when you want?
Really
Let me
about
make
it.
sure. Let me listen right.
Your coming back date. When did they say that you could actually train in the gym now?
Okay, it's coming back.
I could train whenever.
the next fight is the end of February. You can't
Nah,
train
they
whenever.
lying.
They said 3 to 6
lying.
weeks. You
I was
can't
trying
do
to give
nothing.
my-
After 6 weeks, he could go back in the gym, and the fight is the end of February, the beginning of March, and it should be for the world title. He'll be in line to fight either Tank or Lucas Body that won the opportunity to fight for Tank belt. So one of them should be in March.
So they just out here scheduling matches.
What's your feeling on that,
WBA
Floyd?
belt. Time, what's good with it,
I
bro?
mean, I
How
don't
you
got no
feeling?
feelings really. I just gotta get back, make sure my
This
hand
shit
is healed
sounds
correctly, and just chill out. Like right now, I'm with some family and friends, just trying to get my, vibe back right. So
Yeah. Obviously we made some comments back in the day, not necessarily you, but your pops talking about Shakur's hands. When do you feel like this could be a possible problem in the future, or do you feel like this is just a one and done thing?
Oh, you knew I was
Yeah, you
grabbing
talking about
that one.
Lucas Body. I'm
Nah,
not fighting
his
for no
wrist. He
WBA
sprained his
title.
wrist. He didn't break his hand. He didn't fracture his hand. His wrist went back further than
Ford
it
didn't
should
break
have
his
been. He
hand. He's a
sprained his
smart
wrist.
guy.
That's all that is.
Y'all
Took
both
a couple of
trash.
measurements. But the difference is we rock in Spawn. In Spawn, we rock. Like last time, the only other time we had to pull out because he broke his rib. Like we don't go pity-pat in sparring.
So you
It's
gonna skip
war.
over to Saudi
And
Arabia? All right,
preparing to
bet.
go in that ring and get the fans the best show. So that's about it. He going into his grown man strength, and he don't realize how powerful
Grown
he is.
man strength is a myth.
And
I
that's
don't
what
believe
happened.
it.
That's
I hate
basically
that.
what
I
happened.
hate that
He
term.
hits too
What a
hard
trash.
right now.
The
So I
last
gotta-
time I heard somebody saying grown man strength, this nigga was a grown ass man. Pardon me, I didn't mean to let that slip, but he was a grown ass man. And that was Jose Benavidez Jr. talking about grown man strength. I said, this man 30 plus. Fuck is he talking about grown man strength? At this point, you getting old in boxing, man, with one leg talking about grown man strength. He gonna be saying his kid gonna be 30,
hand specialist
32.
to help him
He's still
develop
getting
his
his grown
hands to
man
match his body because he about to get into his prime and get his grown man strength, and he already knocking dudes
Look,
out.
And people act like athletes don't get sprains.
No, but I think a lot of athletes, the boxers,
Yeah, he hit
we
too
do
hard,
neglect the fact
Plum.
of hiring a
Plum,
hand
level, he hit
specialist
too hard.
because you're punching bags all day and punching people's heads and everything else. So next, can we?
Nah, but when Core get injured, he brittle, he's soft, and all this. Now you sitting up here explaining to us that when you get injured, it's like fighters get injured all the time. But when his core is, he's brittle hands and he's soft.
Gotta make sure
Get
we
that
hire
weak
a
ass
hand
shit out of here,
specialist on the
Auntie.
team. That focus would be the hands of the
Bro,
wrist. And I
we
think
call
every
him
boxer
TT
should do
Skull.
that if that's how they make money, so they don't have to run into this incident. Because I spent a lot of money in camp, and then lose a mid 6-figure fight. So for everybody else, they could talk what they want, but I lost like $300,000.
She getting close to
the one taking it
I don't
hard,
believe in grown
but
man strength next gen.
money don't come
That
before
shit's
my
a myth.
son. And if
You
he's
either
gonna
strong
fight
or you
a
not.
former champion, he's going in there with both
Nobody
hands.
that I've ever heard them say that about ever in boxing, to my knowledge, me watching them, have I ever seen them at any other point in their career and they look like they're so much stronger than they was when they was talking that grown man strength shit. I just think, just say he's gonna mature, right? I don't like he makes it seem like he training the fucking Incredible Hulk, like it's no limit to how strong he can get. Like it's a limit, bro. He human. He act like he training Thor or some shit. Like one of the damn Avengers, man, bro. Bro, you training Kid Austin. He ain't gonna just keep getting stronger and stronger. It's like the Incredible Hulk getting, the more mad he get, the bigger and stronger. That's not this, bro. Though he's gonna cap out at some point. That's that grown man strength. I mean it. I think it's a myth, or it's
Because
overblown.
we gotta deliver
Gotta get a
knowledge.
fans 100%.
I
Right.
don't believe that
So
shit.
any fan that's feeling a
That man
certain
strong,
way,
he
that's
can
not a
punch.
real
And I think
fan.
that's gonna be the case.
Because
with Kid
Floyd
Austin.
always said, I'm not going in the ring damaged because I gotta give my fans 100%.
No excuses.
So nah, Shakur incident is different. Shakur broke his hand. Those
No,
not
he
gonna ever
didn't.
heal back up, right?
Fuck, man.
So
No, he
maybe
didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. That man told y'all he tore a ligament. You still talking about broken hand. Damn, bro.
Yeah, no. You see your dad's very. You can see your dad very concerned, and that's good because hearing about Shakur's hand injury, it seemed like he just kept going back to the gym. He like kind of ignored the fact that he was kind of hurt, and you see how your energy, a fighter's energy, is gonna be like Shakur's. I want to get in there. I want to get in there, but like he said, you're gonna have to take a break to make sure you get that healing process. So, what is that process in between? Like, is it just straight icing it and stuff like that, or?
I ain't gonna lie. The doctor said I gotta keep ice on it. I can't use my hand at all. Like they got me in this. It was so frustrating trying to run.
People have a hard head and want to go throwing their way. And it's a science to boxing. So he learned. I'm glad he learned now. I spoke to JoJo. JoJo just left me a message that I heard. We're going to share the ring. It's just postponed. It ain't like we're not fighting JoJo. We could fight him in February.
And I'm saying,
and JoJo agreed. Like, he was the first one I contacted with JoJo. Because we contractors and it's only fair. He's been in camp working hard. And I gave him all the evidence, the doctor's notes, everything, and said, yo, bro, we got to pull out of this fight.
I don't believe shit.
But we're going to keep it going for you. I'm going to ask Oscar to find you an opponent so you still make your money. And so Oscar and them agreed. Of course, they're going to be upset because the network, it's a lot of people involved and a lot of money involved when you have to pull out of a fight. Fans bought tickets. Some of them got to cash in, and now the promoter got to resell those tickets. And it's like a lot. Hotels lose money. It's a lot. So, we had to
It can't
apologize
keep
to
happening
everybody.
too, and it can't keep happening as well.
No, it can keep happening. This is boxing. People act like we in tennis. We practicing. People ribs get broke. The only time we pulled out is kids. The doctor pulled them out. Kid having a broke rib. The other time against Shakur, we didn't pull out. The British Board of Commission pulled us out. Anybody could Google that. We did not pull out. The British Board of Commission pulled us out, and they took our license and told us we cannot fight in Saudi Arabia. And there was nothing we could do about it. It was a whole, and I ain't even gonna say the whole shit was rigged. But I'm gonna leave that alone because it was February, but it was coincidence how everything happened. So anyway, but on to this part. This is only the second time we had to pull out. First time.
The mask off Detective Murphy. Yeah, I remember that. Oh my God, yeah. Detective Alex Murphy. I think. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, I needed that, man. Oh shit. It's like a Predator and RoboCop. Oh man. Oh my God. I'm done. Yeah, I got with a little mix, with a little hint of Steve. With a little hint of Stevie Wonder. Oh man, yo. Oh, I can't even see. Hold on.
Floyd rib got broke. This time the doctor said it's his sprain. He can't fight. Boxers, listen to y'all bodies though. Fuck what everybody else
Now
saying.
listen to
You
y'all
risking your
body
life
when
in there.
Score get hurt.
If you can't go in there with both hands and prepared to go 100%, you're dumb. Don't go in there and risk getting brain damage or killed because people telling you, oh no, go in there now, even if your arm broke or this or that. Nah, that's whack. That's whack. So anyway, Millie, that's what happened. And I think on a real level, Millie, between me and you,
Oh,
I think no, I don't care. I'm talking to him. I'm not the other people that's on there. God saved JoJo, man. JoJo got real spiritual. Sometimes there's a whole spiritual level involved. Floyd had over 300 fights, all his sparring, everything else, and his behind never had a spring in his wrist.
He won't stop.
This is the only time that happens. So sometimes God have divine intervention.
So is it God or is it the fact that he wanted to throw punches his own way? He wanted to, so I'm glad he learned. So which one is it? I'm sick of your ass sitting up here looking like a mixture of RoboCop, Detective Murphy, Stevie Wonder, with a hint of Predator in the back because the dreads is bogus. Man, bro, which one is it? You just said it. See, that's why you don't let him do interviews because he can't keep up with all the shit that come out of your mouth. Yeah, he wanted to throw his own way. Yeah, that's what you just said a minute ago. He wanted to throw his own way. Now I'm glad he learned. And now it's God. Now it's God and JoJo on the spiritual journey. Bro, I ain't hear shit about JoJo saying he on the spiritual journey. You putting that on that man. Damn, man. Let's go holler at JoJo, man. We need to hear it from JoJo. God damn, bro. This bro saying everything. His ass bogus, bro.
Now JoJo could not only get paid, he could have another payday. So I think he gave his life to God and God rewarded him. Because this never happened to my son ever. But it is what it is. And I praise God that boy gets to do what he got to do to support his family. Because we're going to retire him.
I just want to know how he's saying God works. So God conveniently skipped over Tevin Farmer, who almost got his fucking eye knocked straight against Kid Austin. He completely skipped over him. He allowed y'all to destroy him. And then he get to JoJo. He blessed JoJo with a timeout. And in the process, Kid is hurt. So that like, bro, make it make sense. I swear, I pray just like everybody else. But when you force it into conversations, you can tell. So my issue with them, I don't know what the severity of his injury is because I don't want to be the one saying that. You know, I'm having some fun with it, obviously, but I don't believe his dad. That's why. That's why I have a tough time believing it. When he's the guy there, it's the point where you telling us and you updating us about your injury, and then it's a point where you're selling it. They've been selling it. You keep talking about spiritual journeys and JoJo real spiritual now too. Yeah, so God bless them. Shut up, man. Shut up. Shut up. So he blessed him and punished you and punished Tevin Farmer, huh? To skip right over. Man, this guy, bro, he got to chill. I see why. I get it now. Now I won't ask the question why he do the interviews with his son. I get it. Guy intervention with Kid was in the hospital bed strapped up the iPhone earbuds. You get me? iPhone 17 chargers and shit, playing Caribbean prayer music. You know what I'm saying? Siri, play Caribbean prayer music. You know what I'm saying? That's what you did. You know what I'm saying? You ain't said nothing then. That's why I was like, bro, this dude he just all over the place, man.
To retire him, just like retirement Tevin. That would have made a statement. So God knew what our plan was, and God saved him. So that's all that is. Yeah, Floyd, this is your interview, brother.
Well, I was just on the boat. You got a wasp on you. You got a wasp on you.
Go ahead.
Look, yeah, he got a wasp. Yeah. Hey, y'all.
You know,
he got bit by wasps, y'all. He got bit by wasps. Check him out. He said it. I knew it. You was out there playing in the damn wilderness and got bit by some shit. I told you.
This is your interview, brother.
Well, I was just on the boat. You got a wasp on you. You got a wasp on you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the wasp bit him.
Tell me,
got bit by a wasp.
you know, when we talk about JoJo per se, tell me, like, do you really feel like after, you know, fighting for the title, you think you would still give him that opportunity?
Yeah, he earned it. I'll give him the fight in February. I told Oscar give him the fight in February.
Yeah. Also, this is something and I see the energy. You seem like you took like a hit that you really like.
So you tell Oscar to give you the fight in February, but you telling us him, Lucas Body, Raymond Murataya, Andy Cruz. That's what I'm telling you.
You can tell that you really wanted to fight JoJo.
He just saying shit.
I mean, yeah, it was a good name on my resume, but like Oscar and them were saying, like, it's not necessarily a fight you need. Like, why risk hurting your hand even more? And you're in line for the world title. This boss is not playing.
That's good
because
he got
my
stung by
bad.
wasps.
That's what became.
That's good. So Oscar De La Hoya was understanding.
He got bit by wasps. He got bit by wasps playing in the damn. I don't know where.
That's the fight I was looking forward to, but I still want to get that fight back in February. So.
Wow. Yeah. It's unfortunate, man. And like, tell me, for kids that are in your position and what you just, you know, experienced now, what would be some of the things that you would give them for advice?
What you mean?
As far as, you know, not doing things to not hurt your hand. I mean, your dad clarified straightening up your wrist and all, but you know, obviously he did talk about, the hand wrap situation, and also, you know, the focus. The focus of making sure that those knuckles land into the your target is important.
It's just punching like how my dad taught me how to punch, you know, not just going in there just thinking like you can throw punches hard any type of way you want. So, you know, it's just all listen to my dad how he tells me to throw punches. Because at the end of the day, if I would have done that, you know, my hand wouldn't have no sprain. So I'm just learning. Just gotta follow instructions, and then next time throw the punch the right way.
Throw the punch the right way. See? Ain't say nothing about G-O-D, but it's throw the punch the right way. There you go, kid. Tell him. Because I don't know what the hell your dad talking about. Keep talking about the spiritual this and that. Yeah, he got hair like a Rottweiler. I want to know who his sparring partner was. Yeah, right? Tell him, man, who he punched on top of the head, man. Somebody locate the sparring partner, G. That on side, he punched. A German rock. Y'all stupid. If you didn't hit the like button, make sure you do a sub to the channel, y'all. We're gonna hit 11K, man. We right there. Make sure we do, man. We ain't out just yet. Man, that was a good laugh, bro. Listen, his dad, he could spin a yarn, man. He could spin a hell of a story, and he don't tell that shit the same way twice. I respect what he's been able to do for his son, and you know that he in his life actively, right? And they winning together. I rock with that. But I think if he just took a step or two back and just allowed him to grow into the man and the fighter that he's gonna be, I think he'll be pleasantly surprised with the product, right? Yeah, you still guide him, you advise him, you right there, but you ain't right there at the same time, right? Like, I was very surprising to hear him say, "Hey, man, it's your interview." Yeah, bro, put the talent in the picture, bro. You don't got to do all the talking for him. I get he's 23, but now he old enough, man. He beating ass, bro, for a living. He got a kid. All that shit is over with. He a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? He clapping cheeks and everything, bro. Listen. Let that man grow. Like I said, I think he'll respect what he sees from Kid, man. Just letting him be his own man. Because it looked like he almost a guy with training wheels on him that don't necessarily need to be on him, if that makes sense, right? So I respect their partnership and how they rocking out together and all that good stuff. That's what's up. Keep doing it. Keep winning. What's up, baby boy? Huh? Huh? What'd you say? Who? Candy. You use Candy up there? Yes. Okay, I got you. To be crying ball. Y'all stupid, man. Y'all some fools, man. So look, shout out to the Schofield people, man. I still support Kid Austin. I don't have an issue with him. His dad is a hell of a character there, though. And shout out to CJ, man. His baby do ask me to get his candy out the closet. A live chat, somebody in the chat said, "Let your son talk." Yeah, I be muting sometimes though, but I don't mind if he talk. I'll be putting him on the camera. He be chilling, man. Baby dude is a handful. I'm trying to tell y'all. I ain't ready for that little bag of tricks right there, man. Little dude be tripping.
Senior gotta let Junior grow up someday.
One punch.
And Junior sound pretty reasonable when you hear him talk too.
I'll punch you in your mouth, yo.
Guy could articulate himself well. He seemed pretty sincere.
I'll punch you in your head.
Had his what's the name?
Yeah.
His relatable moment. Talk about his mental health after the fight with homeboy with Tevin Farmer.
Do that to me.
What up, B3?
Get out of here.
No, I ain't talking about you, Blue. I'm talking about. I'm just saying in general, just on the topic of the Schofields.
I'll punch you out.
Like Junior seemed pretty reasonable.
I forget that stinking juice.
I think his pops should just let him do a couple more interviews by himself.
Oh. He say, he talk. I thought you talking about Baby Dude Hustle, man. I'm about to say, I'll be letting Baby Dude get his bars in.
He's talking about. Okay, my bad. I've read that wrong. I read that all kind of wrong, Blue.
Yeah.
So you and I be on the same page. Yeah, Floyd Jr. I think he should talk more, man. Like I said, he sound reasonable. He sound pretty articulate, and he seemed pretty sincere. It was a real earnest moment that he had. It was real heartfelt. Post-fight, Tevin Farmer crying, talking about mental health and the effect of
E3 was good, bro.
All of the pressure that he felt from social media and the things that people were saying, but the things that people are saying and the things that his dad is saying, they go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like these last two interviews you just played, there's just so many discrepancies. You know, again, keep these damn engagements short and to the point.
I'm telling you.
The more detail you give, the more holes that people are gonna find in the damn stories because it's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Lucas Body? Is it Tank? Are you fighting the winner of Raymond Moritaya, Andy Cruz? Like, who the hell are you fighting? Lucas Body didn't want to fight, but now all of a sudden he gonna want to fight.
Right.
If Raymond Moritaya were to be successful against Andy Cruz, you think that he's gonna want to fight?
Mm-hmm.
It's just all over the damn place.
It's ridiculous.
1 minute he can't run, then he being woke up to run. It's and with Senior, I don't even think that Senior needs to be out of the equation. I think with him, he also needs to realize that there are ways in which you can be active in this YouTube space, even if they were to do a vlog. Shout out to Keith Cologne, Ray Ford, and a couple of other fighters. Agate Caballero. You got fighters starting their own YouTubes. Bud Crawford started his YouTube channel prior to the Canelo fight. And we got to see a lot of his personality. So that's one of the ways in which you could stay in the public's eye without having to resort to all the dumb shit.
Something I should ask him about. I don't believe I have already. You know, I done had him here for a bunch of times. You know, slide through tomorrow, but you know, I always try to ask him something or touch on something that we didn't talk about. Shout out to 12-3. You probably just got to double tap the screen or go out or come back in. YouTube be tripping sometimes. Yeah, man. If y'all didn't hit the like button, make sure you do. Sub to the channel. We still here. We wrapping up, you know. We getting there, you know, we getting there. Just gonna touch on a couple more things though before we do get out of here. And not gonna be too long, but aside from the mosquito, but like I said, it just don't look like a whole lot of swelling there, man. I don't know, man. It just look like it look different, right? I expect to see more than just some damn dots. That's just me, but it is what it is, man. Hopefully he wish him a speedy recovery, you know what I mean? Everything get back to normal and he get, you know, go make his fight and make his bag, get closer to a world title, man. Let's see how good Kid Austin actually is. You know what I'm saying? So we'll find out. But this is something I had seen on Twitter before I came up here, man, and, you know, about the potential rematch between these two. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't give a damn. I don't think I give a damn. There's no way in hell I would pay for this. We seen Manny Pacquiao in his last couple, bro. That's not worth your money anymore. No disrespect. He had a whole fucking career. Knocked out multiple times, body shots to the chin, all type of shit. Like, bro, that's not the move. That's not the move. I'm not paying for that. And to be perfectly honest with you, Floyd ain't Floyd no more either. We seen them exhibitions. Seen that John Gotti debacle. Bro, we see you out here playing around. We seen it, Don Moore. We see these shits, bro. Nah. Y'all not worth nobody paying for no more. No disrespect at all. Y'all had phenomenal careers. Yeah, I'm assuming this is not gonna be you don't see nobody talking about, they talking about a rematch, not no you know, for the fans type shit. This ain't no exhibition. Y'all talking about a real fight. You really think I'll pay for this? And I love TBE. And Manny's a hell of a fighter. Won me over anybody that could lose like that and get up and smile like, oh well, man, I'm a fan of. Ain't bitching, ain't whining, ain't complaining, nothing. Nah, I like him. I like Manny. So look, shout out to them legends, man. But no, y'all already waited too damn long to give us the first fight, which kind of hindered the way it played out to a degree. But no way in hell y'all giving us this fight. You say you get $50 to watch it, send it over, Corey B. You will see Manny and Floyd tomorrow. Part 2 tomorrow on the live stream. Just come through. It's funny you got the day my bro got, Corey B. Shout out to Corey, man. Y'all double tap y'all screens. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button, man. But yeah, I just don't know. This is not something I can get excited for, man. Nobody wants to see this. I don't think people desire to see Floyd and Manny again. Right, but I think there will always be people that'll pay for it, but I don't think it'll do what it did the first time. These guys are much older. This is after seeing Pacquiao lose multiple more times and look old and not look his best. He just had a draw with Mario Barrios. No disrespect at all, but you can't get the dub there, bro. You not worth nobody paying no money for, because that fight was an ugly fight to watch. Him and Barrios, ugly. So I don't know, man. I'm not too excited to see that shit.
Bruh, my only hope for this fight is that this shit turns out to be like Top Gun Maverick. Remember Top Gun, the first one came out like 30 years before the first one. And then the second one, Maverick, came out. And it was actually a pretty damn good movie. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be a shitty fight, but optimistically, that's how I'm looking at that fight. Like, I hope, because you know what's going to happen. They're going to make it either way because they're trying to get that paper. It's going to be those rabid ass Filipino fans. They don't play about their fighters. I done Googled some Filipino fighters. I ain't gonna say Google. I was on BoxRec one day, just looking at Filipino fighters I never seen before. I put their name in on YouTube. These motherfuckers have millions of views. I'm like, damn, I never even heard of this guy. And they getting this type of love on here. They getting this type of support.
Only one to stop Barrios was Tank. He beat his ass though. He beat his ass, rearranged his face and his nose, had his face looking like he needed plastic surgery or some shit. He kicked his ass though, but he ain't stopping.
He looked like a tiki mask or something like that. Like, he was looking crazy.
You already know JP gotta rock with my guys, man. I make sure my notifications is on, man. Anybody that's talking pure boxing, you know, for the most part, and they rock with me, I'm rocking with them back, you know? Shout out to Jay Smith over there doing this thing, man. You know? This dude popped back out looking like Jose Pedraza. Get his ass up off of here. Yo, people just on YouTube just to be up here. I swear they do. I swear. Like, just be bored, just up here. Lady got me about to rewatch Stranger Things. Man. Shout out to the famo, though. He said, put that shit on Twitch. Yeah, right, man. Right, but hold on. Let me get this on real quick. All right, man. But yeah, so look, when it comes to this, I'm not excited at all about this. A little too late for all that, man. Leave that shit alone, Floyd. Moving on. Devin the Dream Haney been out there putting in the dog work. Ooh. Always in fantastic, phenomenal shape. But man, you know, social media and boxing Twitter be on my boy Helmet, man. They said, bro got a bodybuilder physique with daycare power. It's been 6 years, 6 packs, and 0 KOs. That's not strength, that's decoration.
Bodybuilder physique and daycare power.
Yo.
That one joint where he's hitting the heavy bag and you hear squeaking the little rubber ducky sound.
Yeah. I swear I hate the internet, bro. Look, in Dev's defense, he's never been a KO artist. I'm never going to expect him to be one. I don't care what his dad sells, what anybody sells. He's just not a KO guy. And that's okay. He's a pure boxer. That's fine with me. My favorite fighter is a pure boxer and one of the best in the absolute sport. So I have no knock on his style and what he brings to the table. My only hope for him, because he's gonna need it, is that he's 100% Devin Haney. There mentally and physically, all the way focused, sticking to a game plan, and put in the right work and get training camp, not just the kind of work that gets you a bunch of muscles. Devin Haney been like this his entire career. This doesn't surprise me at this point. I mean, shit, I think it's just impressive to keep yourself in shape like that in and of itself, right? Just because he boxed don't mean he got to be in phenomenal tip-top shape, but he tries to make sure he is at all times. So I definitely got to respect for that. This just was a little funny, bro, because they be going in, but I don't think I care about no KO. And the fact that people are looking at physiques and determining if somebody gonna get a KO, you must say you never watched Tim Bradley fight, but that's no shot there. But you know, the physiques alone don't win fights. If that was the case, he'd have been knocking everything out. That man used to have 8 packs. As much as Devin is ripped up here, Tim Bradley used to be even more ripped up than this. So muscles don't win fights. Dev, you ain't got to go knock nobody out. I hope for your sake that you don't go into the fight thinking that and you having that shit on your mind, or maybe you need it on your mind, but I doubt it. But shout out to him, man. Keep working hard. Keep climbing back, trying to get yourself back, you know, where you need to be. That's what I root for. But in this particular fight, I support both fighters. I think Norman is going to pull this shit off. I think he's underrated. I think his skills a little bit slept on. I think they're putting a lot of emphasis and experience that Devin Haney has. A lot of that experience is at 135, where I think it just cancels out because we talking about 47. We're not even talking about his run at 40. We talking about the shit he did at 35. That shit ain't gonna have no bearing on how the fight, I think, play out at 47. When you in there with a guy that's your size, that's longer arms and is athletic and shit like that, right? So he got his work cut out for him. Don't go out there, do what's best for you to get the win. But Norman coming to rearrange some shit. He said you go to sleep every night. You might as well go to sleep that night. That shit was funny. Norman say, go to sleep every night. You might as well go to sleep that night. Like, yo, this dude, yo, you gotta love him, man. Even the way he said it, bro. Oh, yeah, he go to sleep every night. I'm like, yeah, man. So look, support both teams. I rock with both of their pops. I got a chance to talk to both before. Norman Sr. even longer. I respect him, man. I just think he's like, I paid attention to the first time I've been seeing him on YouTube, and I always felt like his position was to try to inform and make people aware and try to be as transparent as possible. And the minute people didn't hear what they wanted to hear, when it's a fighter that they like more than his son, then it got a little weird. You started hearing the weirdest shit being said about him. So I know a lot of that was, you know, situational, right? Because you seen how it switched with Devin Haney, depending on what fighter it is, right? Boots. They love Boots. So there was people was ready to kind of disrespect and write them off as a team, or Brian Norman Sr. as some type of liar. But I think that man, and I mean this, and I don't care how nobody take it. For me, listening to him speak, I haven't heard a guy that's sitting up just, I'm lying to the fan. I ain't got that vibe not one time. You know what I'm saying? He always trying to explain shit to people. I've heard people talk to him and try to tell him their business more than what he would know, right? So I like what he do for the sport, man. I like what he doing for his son. I like the fact that he make himself readily available. He always on these platforms, man. People like that, they of the people, bro. We need to embrace those kind of people. And anybody, even the Bill Haney's. Bill Haney was doing it even before him, visiting channels and shit like that. That's why I respect. I don't mean you got to be cool with everything they do, but you got to have respect for somebody that give you their time and is willing to speak to you and ain't got to. They can act Hollywood, or, you know what I'm saying? They could do that. Those two guys in particular, they don't really give off that vibe. They just two dudes. I think two fathers coaching their sons, trying to put them in the best position possible, and they having some fun along the way. That's what I see. I don't think it's anything malicious on either side. I hate when it went personal. I like the fact that it got back to boxing. Shout out to both of them teams, man. I think we're going to see a really good fight. But Devin, I feel like the fight that he has to fight is going to have to be too perfect of a fight, and I just don't think that that's going to be the reality with the guy that's going to be in there with Brian Norman. I could be wrong. Dad could come out here and cook B Norman. And he gonna get all the praise for it. And y'all know me, I don't tuck my tail. So when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't care about being right or wrong. I'm just making a pick. It's like I do any other week. I was just wrong Saturday. I spent most of the time thinking Wardley, and then I spent the shorter time, but the rest of the time thinking about Joseph Parker experience pulling it off. And he got damn close. He just stood in the ropes a little too long for my liking. But I was wrong about that one. So I don't care about being wrong about a boxing pick. Shit don't mean much to me, but I want to see, the best man win. I want to see both guys come out healthy, man, with their faculties intact. But I want to see it. I want to see a damn fight. If Brian Norman got an ass whooping for Dev, I want to see it. If Dev got an ass whooping for Brian Norman, I want to see it. If you get where I'm going, right? So I'm not trying to lean towards one side or the next, but I am telling you who I think got the chances of winning and why. Because he's been looking better within the last 3 fights or so. You look at Dev's last 3 fights, some shaky, questionable shit there. You know what I'm saying? And now you're asking him to answer every question that we still had after the Jose Ramirez question against a guy that could potentially punch his damn lights out. So I don't know if he'll be in a position to answer those questions that night. And you got little ass, the little ass Lomachenkos of the world stunning you and buzzing you with straight shots. I could just imagine what Norman could do to you with straight shots. You know what I'm saying? I seen it. Kambosos wobbled you in one of them shots. Man, I'm saying Loma, the Kambosos fight. He had caught him with a joint, kind of wobbled him in the fight. It was real quick. So I'm like, man, he just got to be on point, bro. You got to be on point. But some of that could have been killing himself at 35. Who knows? But I don't know, man. I say don't risk it against a real puncher and beat Norman. So shout out to Dev and beat Brian Norman, man. I can't wait to see them square off. I really can't. Because somebody got to be wrong and somebody going to be right.
I'm still Adobe Beach, so what the fuck is up? Got your...
But y'all know what's going on over there. Brian Norman working on them feet pieces and everything coming together. So I expect to see a really good fight, a competitive fight. I expect to see Devin go out there and try his best, man. But they went, they came for your head top right there, Dad. Let's keep rolling, y'all.
Is there that huge of a gap between them, though, from a boxing standpoint?
I don't think so.
Where he's not gonna be able to. You feel me? Like he's gonna have to take chances.
Rick Tams, what it do, homie?
He's gonna have to take chances. I don't think that there's a way. I could be wrong. But from what I've seen from both, I don't think that there's a way that he's going to be able to just circumvent him. I'll say that.
Right.
What it do, Rick? Like I don't think, and let's say even if there was a gap between them, is it that big of a gap?
Right. Right.
I
Nah,
just
I don't
can't
think
see
so.
it.
You asked a great question, and I don't think it is. I don't think that gap's a big enough. Like, I don't think it's,
This ain't a
Ramirez
Joe Calzaghe, Jeff Lacey type of situation. At least not from what I've seen.
I think he could corral him on the exit with a hook. I swear I do. I think he's athletic and good enough to catch him trying to pull that move that he was doing, the same shit he was doing with Ramirez. Man, don't run into no punch, especially no hook, man. I'm telling you, man. But pick your poison: hook, uppercut, or jab. Them shit's all dangerous.
And I'm also not of the mindset that Brian Norman Jr. is going to just go out there, hit him with one shot, then all of a sudden Dev will be stretched out. I'm not going there either.
Nah, you're gonna have to work for it.
That's why I say for me, the biggest concern that I have for Devin Haney in this fight isn't necessarily the power itself, but the timing of Brian Norman Jr.
Right.
Like he's consistent as hell with his timing. Like it's very hard to see instances where he's just getting pieced up and there's no type of return. And I'm not even going to say that he's always the most defensively responsible, but his timing is good enough to where he's going to be in an exchange with you. He's going to trade with you.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like he should work on the defensive part, not defensive, but I would say being responsible while being offensive. And at times he is. You'll see him slip his head off the line when he's stabbed to the body and so on and so forth. Occasionally, you might see him. I sent the clip to Shawa from the Cuevas fight, I think it was, where he picked off a jab with the backhand and fired his own jab. I was like, okay, so he does have it in the bag that he can do that. Now, the thing with Dev is like I haven't seen that from Dev. Like I haven't seen him just plant his feet and just fight and be able to defend himself in the pocket like that. Like with him, more often than not, is he'll get his jab off and then he gonna reset, walk you over here, do it again, walk you over here, do it again. He's not like a James Toney type of dude, Floyd Mayweather type of dude. Like Floyd could literally, you could nail his feet to the damn canvas and he could still transition from defense to offense. With Dev, I just haven't seen it, bro.
Right. Dante Boxing Talk. So I'm ready to see the one I know Norman struggled against Randall. So that's three guys. Defense went good, but Haney got to find a way to get his offense off. Yeah, and be confident doing it. Confident and consistent doing it. So we're gonna see. Yeah, it was the thing is those fights like that with Quentin Randall, that they build character. At least to me, in my mind, they do. Like, because every fight is not gonna look good, and I want to know, how do you respond while this fight is not looking good? What are you doing? He was in control of that fight the whole time with Randall. Even Randall know he didn't win that fight. He ain't look his best. I think he has.
But even with that point, though, to Rick Tim's point, I feel like in some moments B was almost smothering himself intentionally. Well, smothering Randall intentionally because Randall had the longer reach. So he had to get inside. He had to get inside of his lead. Dev don't got the longer reach in this situation.
Nope.
So I think that this it really makes things interesting. Like, what the hell happens if Brian Norman decides, you know what, I'm not going to press this guy out. I'm going to try to stay in the center of the ring and pivot around and make him come to me.
Right.
Because generally that's how Devin Haney fights. Devin Haney is not a super duper back foot dominant fighter like that. Like he's just not. Against Linares, he's coming forward. Jojo Diaz, he's coming forward. Lomachenko, he's coming forward. He does have his moments where he'll be on the back foot, but for the most part, that fight that we seen versus Ramirez, that is not the standard Devin Haney fight. That, to me, that's an outlier. That was an aberration. I don't even know who the hell that guy was.
Right.
But that was not the typical Devin Haney. Logan Paul just got shot.
He probably
I hope not. Now, you know, people be wilding on the internet. They've been killing Joe Rogan for I don't know how long now.
Man, that's crazy. So we'll see, man. We'll see, man. We'll see what's to come from this stuff, man. But something I wanted to briefly speak on, man. I seen this tweet, you know, and I think low key, I don't want to speak too soon, and then you know pop up and Shakur is with him, and oh shit, training with Jake Paul, right? Not saying that they can't happen. Spar with him, train with him, whatever he do. Know what I mean? So it's like I think Jake Paul is playing people. I think he playing people, and he definitely using it to his advantage, man. You notice like one of the biggest names that keep coming up is how he gonna use Shakur to prepare to spar. And this shit been being said for at least a couple weeks now. You ain't seen no mention of Shakur. I mean, you ain't seen him nowhere. You heard him talking about him. You hear Corey even mention like, hey, look, fire, get a chance to pick a great business mind brain and help give some game in the process. I'm down. So he like, I can give you some pointers, man, from a southpaw's perspective on how to deal with, you know what I mean? But I could pick his brain. I respect that because it lets me know what kind of time Corey on. He like, man, Jake really can't offer too much to me from a boxing standpoint. That's where I can help him. But he's getting something out of it. I have a respect for this, even if it's a conversation that they have. The fact that the internet is making this something negative, y'all crazy, bro. The world don't revolve around your boyfriend fighter. It don't. I don't think he a clown or a sellout or a coon or none of that for this guy reaching out to him and him being willing to help him. Because if he's all of that, then your favorite fighter is all of that for fighting. And I don't care who you is. If you pushing that energy, your favorite fighter is the ultimate coon for fighting him after saying how much of a fake fighter he was and all of that, right? I'm not calling him one, but if you putting that energy out there, then you got to look at the guy that's fighting. You know what I'm saying? Look at the guy that's fighting. So, and look, and at the end of the day, none of these guys are coons. They in it to make money. They're businessmen at the end of the day, right? You know what I'm saying? Tank and Jake is going to do business together, man. Together, I think they're going to make a lot of money. And if it make dollars, it makes sense, especially for boxing. If you look at what Tim Bradley, or you listen to what Tim Bradley was saying about the PBC, and you see the absence of the PBC to a degree, right? You can't tell me they rolling like they was at their best, right? So with that being said, you got guys like Bradley saying, man, this is a PBC move. Not enough money coming out. You know what I mean? It's a lot of money going out, not enough money coming in, right? You've seen some of the biggest stars are being inactive and finding themselves fighting once a year and shit like that, right? That's not ideal. But when you command so much money every single time you get paid, you get what I'm saying? You got to find a way to be able to, this money got to come from somewhere. So if you are an advisor that Al Heyman is and not a promoter, Cecil, what it do, homie? And you see an opportunity to make this kind of money where things ain't been ideal in terms of business and moves. You seeing the biggest star, Benavidez fighting on the Riyadh season card. You know what I'm saying? You got Abdullah Mason, Riyadh season card. Brian Norman, Devin Haney, Riyadh season card. Things have changed, and I do think he was advised to take this fight as well as something he had planned anyway, right? It is what it is. If you thinking about in terms of business, what makes money, right? That's what keeps you in business, right? Not just giving the fans what they saying they want, doing shit that makes sense, right? So in this instance, when they're dealing with, I think, a change in the business or their business model or just the natural order that they move in is not the same way that it once was, you gotta acknowledge that it's something different going on there. And maybe he was advised to take that fight. You get what I'm saying? So you get me? It is what it is. Shout out to 12 threes, man. So I commend Tank. Do what you need to do for you and yours, man. We don't know what them conversations are behind the scenes. I could cry all day about a rematch. Look, he ain't living for me, so I ain't expect him to do exactly what I want him to do. He doing what he want to do, which is all I expect from any of these fighters, so I don't care. I'm going to be watching it. It's a free event. I'm going to just sit back with my popcorn and watch me some Gary Antoine Russell, Alicia Bumgarner weigh in, and then I'm going to watch Jake and Tank, do what they do. And it's just going to be that. I'm going to keep it moving. But to get back to this initial tweet, man, y'all grown ass people should be ashamed of yourself, bro. Dragging these young adults for just living life, doing what makes sense for them. Y'all mad at everything this man tweet. He said fire. He talking about picking his mind from a business standpoint. And y'all in the comments talking about Jay Prince this and Jay Prince that. Y'all idiots, man. Jake Paul, no amateur background, wasn't highly touted, not some world-class athlete coming into this shit. What was he, a Disney kid, a content creator? Stuck his toe in boxing, focused up, trained up. Now you got to look at him as a legit athlete, if anything else. You got to call him a real boxer, if anything else, right? He didn't have a traditional way, but he's making more money than people that spent their career doing this shit. You telling me he don't have anything that he can offer to anybody? You got to be out your mind. It's not that much hate in the world, bro. I get it. You know, he started out very annoying, but once I sat back and observed and seen what he was doing, yeah, it's a bit of a show, but it's going to be a show. What the hell do you expect with a guy that don't got no amateur background to speak of, right? You ain't had nobody guiding him and teaching him the game. He picked up boxing how late? What, in his 20s? I don't know, but it's late in the game, right? So I ain't mad at it. Keep putting on for the women, keep giving people opportunities, and move the needle in your own way. You can't ignore the results. The results was you know, over 1 billion views that they generated with the AI shit. You get what I'm saying? I don't like all the AI stuff that he been doing, but you know, that's what he on. You know what I mean? That's what he on. But he's moving the needle with that shit, and he's getting paid. He's getting people paid, not just himself. So I gotta respect that. I don't dislike Jake. You know what I mean? I see it for what it is. He is gonna be a show because I mean, if you found out you could take this sport serious and make the kind of money and the impact he making, you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't be trying to hear nothing nobody's talking about. So I get it with the shit that he talk, and he talk like he a real fighter and X, Y, and Z. They all do this shit, man. It's entertainment at the end of the day. You got to sell yourself, and I think that's what he's doing. And as long as he can keep providing a way for other people outside of himself and not just being this selfish guy, like, you know, I could rock with it, and I have an appreciation for what he's attempting to do, what he's currently doing. So let's see where he's able to take it and what comes of it. But I'm interested to see where this could go with this dude. So we'll see, man. We'll sit back. Anytime you got one of the biggest names in the sport to entertain your carnival games, bro, he just got legitimized by y'all favorite fighter. So go cry. Instead of crying in the comments about everything Shakur tweet, I don't know, man. Start holding people accountable. Like the guy that you praise, the guy that you worship the ground he walk on. Yeah, he's fighting him. Without him fighting him, this tweet wouldn't exist. He wouldn't be reaching out to him. It would be none of this. I just want y'all to know that. So it is what it is. Tank, do you get paid? You know what I'm saying? Oh, get paid and do you. And move on. But in Shakur's case, man, look, if you want to pick his brain, man. You want to pick his brain, and that's just what it is, bro. I think it's some good to come out of that. And like I said, I think he's had fun promoting and pushing that. You know, everybody been talking Shakur, but you ain't see no, you know, you ain't even seen a peep of him. But, you know, when you see these little updates and these little clips, you know, he's in the gym. It's the Raymond Fords, and you get what I'm saying? I'm seeing the Ray Fords, the Montana Loves in the gym. I know no Shakur Stevenson nowhere. But then you done seen the videos, the posts, the tweets. They pissed off, bro. That man ain't been nowhere, man. They mad at him for talking about picking his brain. So I say, man, y'all need to find y'all something else to do, man. Boxing ain't y'all sport. Y'all mad. Y'all gonna be mad at people for shit that they tweet that don't got nothing to do with you. Yeah, y'all sad. And what my man said right here in his tweet, what he said, he said, wait, hold on. Since Core and Boots are sellouts, the coons, he said, not on Cole. What is take for bending his knee and giving money to Jake Paul, a white man, and taking money away from Lamont Roach, the black man? You ninjas is fake, as Malcolm X and MLK wannabes, fake ass Black Panthers. Not to mention he says he's turning his back on Corey in the fight too. But nobody that's his fan will mention that because his They what did my boys say? They what's that word?
Dick Rider! Dick Rider! Dick Rider! Dick Rider!
Yes, sir. Kai said it. That's what they is. Seen a video of Bud Crawford being honored by the Omaha Native tribe. That's legit. That's dope. So big shout out to Bud Crawford. But yeah, man, we just gonna keep building up boxing. Let's breathe life into these men and women, these participants of this sport, man, these combatants, right? These fighters. Man, let's call boxing for what it really is and not what you wish it was, right? I don't see a reason to be mad at every little thing that these guys do. Just enjoy this shit, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I had to 12, you know? I had to. So yeah, this little mix up. I heard people saying that you know, he's attaching his name to Tank this way. That's pretty stupid when they could have fought and he could have attached his name to him that way, right? I don't think this attaches his name to Tank. That's just the way y'all take it because y'all assume that the sport revolves around just him. So at the end of the day, man, they don't owe each other loyalty. Same way Tank said he could turn his back to the fight and he ain't fighting him. Is the same way Shakur could wake up and get reached out to by Jake Paul and his team and ask to help him and choose to do it, right? He's not wrong for doing it. He's not a coon or a sellout. Neither was Boots. People are going too far with these, you know, the name calling and putting these jackets on these fighters, bro. That shit ain't going to help Jake Paul beat no Tank Davis. You know, where's this outrage when Shakur Stevenson is in interviews telling y'all, you know, how Tank is going to beat him, size or not, regardless of what. Tank, he can't beat Tank. He ain't beat no Tank. Y'all just conveniently skip all of that. But when they say something about sparring, y'all all over it and y'all dragging. So I wanted to get it the Jersey native is just do, man. He doing exactly what he's supposed to do. And if pissing y'all off this pissing, then he doing his job. Keep pissing them off. They going to hate on you anyway. You just put all kinds of belt to ass. And they ain't even want to give you your just due for it. So you think they're going to accept you tweeting about, you know, picking somebody's brain? Of course not, man, because they weird boxing fans. And we don't rock with them like that. So it is what it is. And lastly, man, before we do get out of here, y'all, shout out to Joseph Parker, even though he ain't do no fucking complaining, no whining, no bitching. He just took his L and went about his business, man. Y'all see his run. He had a hell of a run. You know what I mean? He fought everybody, man. For real, for real. It wasn't nobody that you could say he should have fought that he didn't fight. So when you go out there losing to the best of the world or taking the most dangerous challenges in the world, you got my respect and my support. And he said he want to fight on. He'll do a rematch with Fabio Wardley. He with it. Or he'll just move on to the next guy. But he want to fight. He love fighting. And I love his attitude. Shout out to Joseph Parker. Big shout out to Jay Parker. Jay Parker. Oh man, the last thing, man, Robert Garcia was on record calling out the WBC. He wants his shot at Fundora, man. Ortiz and Fundora will be a crazy fight. Yeah, the WBC don't really force their mandatories. They don't make guys fight their mandatories and none of that. So that's why you've seen Canelo be able to move and do exactly what he's been doing all this time. So with that, man, still a shame OGC never dropped the third album. Shout out to Hank McQueen. But look, shout out to everybody. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Always a dope build with the family. Always good to get boxing is just do how we always do. Like I said, man, you know what? Because we started with a Crawford thing, I'm going to end it with the Crawford video on the way out, man. Shout out to Rick Timms. Peace to the family, everybody in the Super Chat, Cash App. Make sure you double tap that like button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel and meet me here at 4 p.m. Beat me here at 4 p.m. tomorrow, man. We're going to have Keep Cologne back in the building, and we're going to give Miss Just Do how we always do. So with that, enjoy this video for anybody that didn't see it on the way out. It's called The Line Show. Shout out to him. He gave Crawford his just due. He speaks. This message is what I preach on this channel all day. So if y'all didn't catch it, Tune in, and we out, y'all.
It's bottom. He worked his way up with sweat, with blood, with relentless discipline. He lives the kind of devotion most people will never understand. He does more every single day to reach his goals than 90% of the population does in a lifetime. And yet the first instinct isn't to celebrate him. It's to doubt him, to discredit him, to tear him down. Why? Because apparently that's what we do. We are crabs in a bucket. And when one crab climbs, the rest pull it down. We don't want anyone to escape. We don't want anyone to rise. We want everybody to stay in the mud with us. It doesn't stop at boxing. Think about it. People complain that boxers aren't what they used to be, that books aren't as good as they used to be, that music, all that negativity that just infects everything. Canelo versus Crawford, one of the biggest fights imaginable. But instead of celebrating and uplifting both of these men, instead of fueling the hype with positivity, oh, the best are going to fight the best. This guy's amazing. How is he going to, how can he be beaten? How can this guy be beaten? Oh my God, putting these champions together, it's going to be a magic show if one of them, wins. Whoever pulls it off is going to be the best of the best. That's what it should have been. But the energy was poisoned instantly with doubt. Canelo's too old. Crawford's too this. It's just so sad. Imagine how much crazier that fight would have been if the focus had been on elevating both of them instead of dragging them down. The joy of the fight was killed before it even began. And that's the sickness. We can't just watch. We can't just enjoy. We have to attack. Somebody has to say something. We have to pull down. We have to assume the downfall before the rise is even finished. And here's the truth. It's not just boxing. It's your life too. How many times have you felt the pressure of peers? How many times have you felt judged, criticized, doubted? Not because you failed. Because you tried. That's the crab book. We'll keep killing our own joy. Maybe, just maybe, the biggest fight we need to win isn't in the ring. It's against our own instinct to destroy what we should be celebrating.
Representing Brick City, Shakur!
Finding those levels too. Look at that 4-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with a straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand. From Patterson, New Jersey, please welcome the sweet Terminator, Jusdueboxing.
Make sure y'all subscribe to Jusdueboxing, the best boxing talk. It's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube. Right now, we're gonna give him his Just Do. Shout out to my brother Just Do.